Did we get it? Did it work? All right. Hello, everyone out there on Twitch land and in YouTube. You are coming live to the final day of the campaign for Lost Mines of Phandelver, and it's our last kind of technical test run before we do our one-shot adventure. You're looking at my cast of fellow adventurers. This is the party that will be going, for the most part, with the addition of one other person, through the Halloween one-shot that will be on October 29th between 2 p.m. and 8 p.m. Eastern Time. A little bit scary, a little bit dark, so be aware of that if you have sensitivities to things. And I guess that's it at this point. What you're seeing right here is that they are currently in Wave Echo K. For those of you who are familiar with the Lost Mines of Phandelver, you know this is kind of the final push to the end, but not so much that there won't be a lot to see. I'm backing up the map. You kind of see there's a lot here, right? In fact, we may have to skip some of this, but I'm hoping not. But regardless, today will be the final day of the Lost Mines of Phandelver Dormicon game, and we're entering into one-shots as we enter into the holiday season. So we might have two before the end of the calendar year, and then starting next year, it will be Assault. Wait a minute. Storm King's Thunder. Thank you. It's like I'm breaking out the board game, Assault of the Giants. No. It'll be Storm King's Thunder. So, we're missing two people from this group, and Dwayne always rotates Durst. So anytime
that's me by accident. I'm trying to zoom into my map.
It's not uncommon for Durst to be moved around, I guess is really what I'm trying to say here. The software that we're using,
that wasn't me,
is Fantasy Grounds. It's a great little thing. Here's the combat tracker we have to make sure everyone's here, and then after everyone is in there, then we can drop them back onto the map. And they have these little dots next to them that kind of let you know how they're doing health-wise. So if we zoom in super quick. Oh, sorry. Glory didn't mean to make y'all huge.
I feel huge!
You took the potion. Oh.
Enlarge spell.
So you can see right here, Olori has heavy damage and Arabella is minorly wounded, hence the green circle. So,
are we gonna leave Olori at heavy damage?
So we're actually going to change Olori's heavy damage to something a little bit lighter. But he, unfortunately, like many of the people who ventured earlier into Lost Mines of Phandelver, did not have such a fine time with the rope coming down into the area. That way it kind of mixes the two realities slightly. Is everyone good with that?
Yep.
So y'all have just completely squashed the three ghouls that were in the room, and as soon as you're done, in runs Olori and Arabella, the two characters right here. The door kind of had already been remained open, and there was a lot of noise and commotion coming into this room, and all of a sudden you kind of turn around, and there comes in your two human fighters. Hope we're not late! Torches ablaze, because they can't see very far in here.
I'll just say, I'm really sorry. The vendors were just over the top. I really wanted to get a good price on my things, and I'm here now, so everything's all good. I had to leave all my gold at home, though, because it was weighing me down, and that was why I'm late as well.
Sai, regardless, is excited to see the two new party members returning back. Runs up to give Olori a hearty handshake. In a way that's very much reminiscent of a child who's heading off to college, where it's like, it's so good to see you, but I'm a man now. So again, you all kind of enter right as the killing stroke, I think, which was done by Durst, if I remember correctly. Correct me if I'm wrong here, previous party member.
I don't remember.
But the ghouls went splat, and the while there has been kind of Arabella and Aloria, if you've been running through the Lost Mines, you became very much aware that this was a place that has a lot of historical death, a lot of people who have been dead for quite some time. But the creature that's blood-stained on the ground in front of you, definitively a recent kill, and it's not quite clear, again, because you see the 3 ghouls in here, if maybe a live victim was thrown into this room and the doors were closed in order to avoid any sort of issue with the ghouls. Kind of like use it as bait, shut the doors, and go, well, we're not going back in that room again, kind of thing.
What is it? Is it a human, a dwarf? What was it?
It's difficult to tell because of it just being so badly dismembered, and there's no remnants of armor or anything that give you a sense of structure. But definitively, it'd be a shorter human or a larger, taller dwarf. Somewhere in that height range. An elf it could be, although the creature is rather thick for what is typically known of the elf stature.
Yeah, so Durst is pretty worried by that. He's already lost one cousin, hopefully not a second. So,
you all had searched this room fairly well at the point where the 2 other human fighters showed up. This definitively was kind of known as, if the trap was laid as you read it to have been, this might be a good place to take a short rest. Because there's a good chance someone might not be looking for things in said room. But I need to know what your all's take is on that.
Durst's okay, but Yendra's looking a little worse for wear.
Am I? Oh, well.
You're at half hit.
I can fix that.
So I need to know what the party wants to do. Sai, of course, is not going to vote. There's 5 of you. That's how it works, and we don't deal with ties.
But you said we're going to rest, right?
No, I said you could.
It's a possibility.
And Leo could sing for us.
Are we in a particular hurry? I know we're still looking for your cousin, so do you want to rush through?
We are in a hurry, but I would rather have...
Lori, I think we found his cousin.
I would rather have enough strength as we move through this.
I would like to walk over here and just slap him on the back of the head and then walk back.
So Leo once
again. How did I not know that was coming?
gets a Gibbs from NCIS.
All right. So for the charming hero, who's also the slow kid in the bus, rest or no?
Yes.
Yes. Sounds like it.
So I kind of looks around the room and says, "Hey, there's beds." And kind of
6 of them.
Just kind of almost runs and jumps. And something that is interesting is that clearly the beds must be a relatively new addition to the room, because him just kind of like flopping himself should have potentially just fallen the thing right through, and it didn't. He crashes for said hour.
Well, Si, that right there is some professional dungeoneering. That was an excellent observation and perception of the room.
It also is surprisingly free of blood. So the beds
That's a plus.
So
I wouldn't want a nap on a murder bed, yeah.
Durst's going to go close the door.
Okay.
I'm not going to sleep. I'm just going to sit. Just rest. I'm not going to close my eyes or anything like that.
So I went ahead and did a short rest, so anyone who wants to spend hit dice that have any available can choose to do so.
Oh, hey.
Take an extra D6, because Leo will play a nice soothing tune on his shawl.
Do we have to spend hit dice to take that D6?
Yes.
You have to spend at least one.
Okay. Then I'm not going to waste it.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's not like you get to keep it.
I know, but we might need it later.
Oh my God,
Okay. So at this point, like I said, there's much to do in this particular Wave Echo Cave, and now that you have 6 adventures instead of 4, probably going to go a little bit smoother. Which door would you like to exit out of?
Should we just keep moving ahead? Or backtrack into the glowy room cave? Glowy cave room. Dang it.
I guess keep going forward.
Sounds good. Arabella and Yendra, you guys want to take the lead?
Oh yeah, I have the glowy thing.
Oh, you have a glowy thing? I'll let
Yeah.
you
He has a glow stick.
Awesome. Because I can't see anything.
Okay, so let's remove some of this masked area. So, Yendra, you go ahead and open the door. You kind of see the passageway in front of you. And again, I'm not going to go crazy here, but at the same time, I'm gonna try to keep up with everything as it's going. The area is fairly dark, so Yendra's glowy thing also was I believe it was a holy symbol that had been affected, that she's carrying around for ill matter. Is slightly dimmer than a torch, and can be put in her backpack and kind of tucked away. So I'm not gonna highlight a ton of the area until you move.
All right. Go this way.
So are you headed back towards where you were? Kind of came into the room.
Oh, I'm not a dwarf. I don't have any sense of direction underground.
Well, no, Sai actually asked that. He's like, wait a minute, could we have just used that other door? Because we're heading that direction.
Oh, okay. You want to go north?
No, he doesn't really care. He's just like, he finds it interesting.
North is fine. Oh, that looks like a dead end.
North is not fine.
Having seen the dead end, Sai abruptly kind of shuts his face. So there's a staircase leading north from you. The passageway, though, kind of continues in a bit of a maze, like to your left.
Should we finish this floor before we go up or down or whichever that is? I asked the party.
Yeah.
Sounds like a very good plan.
Yeah.
Yes, I think so.
This area consists of numerous intersecting passages. The ceilings here are only, as you kind of enter in this area, the ceilings here are only 6 feet high. This is a dramatic reduction in height compared to where you had been before, where it had been up to 30 feet in height of the cave area. Several of the passage end in partially excavated rock faces, or what they really mean to say here is dead ends. Dead ends, dead ends, dead ends,
Dead end, dead end, dead end, dead end, dead end. Yeah.
So, anyways,
Old. Yeah.
Ooh.
All right. So, is the party splitting up? I don't mind, but
No, I'm sticking with Durst. This is his show.
No. I'm just ambling.
okay.
Uh-oh.
Don't step on Durst.
Gotta move Sai up real quickly to keep up with y'all. All right. Okay. Just want to make sure. Is everyone kind of keeping in a little bit tight? I mean, again, kind of keeping around the torch, or how's that working out?
Except
Yeah.
for Leo, apparently.
Okay, stop right there. I need everyone to roll initiative.
Oh.
Oh!
I just wanted to ask before I threw something evil at you.
Then you did it anyways.
It didn't
Yes!
fucking work, but I rolled a 20.
Wait a minute. Are you just breaking our PG rating right then and there?
No, I didn't say the F word.
Oh, my bad.
Okay.
I said,
Weird.
dang it, damn it.
No, I believe there was a
I honestly
explicit
don't.
description.
Oh,
I
well, maybe I said
think
freaking?
I think
But
we
anyway,
have
we're allowed
Freudian.
one.
It's all good.
It's only been
According to
18
the
minutes.
MPAA rating system for movies. and
That's our
television.
one.
What about radio? This would be more like live radio.
I don't know about that. Well, regardless, it's kind of bad. I didn't even realize I said it. Or is that bad? I don't know.
It's all good for me.
All right.
Oh my.
Oh no!
What the
So-
heck are these things?
Oh!
So this yellowish ooze drips
Oh.
down from the ceiling directly in front of you, hence the reason that the initiative is so important here. And
Oh.
so we have our initiative rolled out, except Sai's refusing to go that much ahead of everyone else, so we're going to return
Oh, man.
him to a 1. And Leo, you are up.
Do y'all see this stuff?
Yeah, this is not
Yes.
Yep.
It's quite disgusting.
And I move to there. That's my
Okay.
turn.
Durst, you are up.
good. Durst is going to move back here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 20. Oops, that's too well. Does that count as a diagonal to cut across the corner?
We'll let it slide. It's all good.
All right. And he's going to swing his battle axe.
All right.
Oh, and forget to target anything. So
It happens.
All right. You hit. Roll for damage.
Uh-oh.
So as Durst's axe comes straight down against the ochre jelly, or the goo that's coming out of the ceiling, you actually notice it kind of break apart, and it is
Oh, no.
now
Two
Two.
jellies.
2 ochre jellies.
Oh, God.
don't do that.
Oh. We are not
Note to
equipped for
self.
this.
And that's the end of Durst's turn.
All right.
Maybe
It
the
could
end of
very
Earth.
well be the
That's what I thought. That's the end of Durst.
So the first grossness that comes down from the ceiling reaches up, ambles forward slightly. Let's see. Yeah, that's 10 feet. And attempts to reach out towards Sai with a kind of gross octopus tentacle type hand made of no flesh whatsoever.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Wait, did we skip Leo's turn?
No, I ran.
He
Oh,
ran away.
Okay.
He bravely ran.
He
Oh,
Leo'd.
Sir Robin.
Sir Robin, yes.
So this ambling ooze just kind of you see it kind of almost form these like legs as it pushes itself forward, grabbing hold of the stone and oozing forward, reaches out to Sai with a gooey tentacle arm and misses. The next one up. So this is the one that was just recently cut by Durst. It is taking a second to reform the half that's closest to him. It's kind of like reamassing itself. So now we go to
all right, guys.
the goo directly in front of both Arabella and Yendra. And I'm going to have to decide which one this one attacks.
If it goes for Arabella, I'll use my protection thing.
Okay,
reaction.
Well, good news is it's coming after you. Or, I mean, never mind. It's just not something you have to roll.
Okay.
And reaches forward again with that kind of gross, oh, man.
Oh, man.
Ooh.
And it rolls a critical hit.
Oh, my gosh. So many dice.
Yes, so you're immediately hit with not only you feel the absolute brunt force of this tentacle slinging you up against the wall, but you're also hit with a very sticky acid as well. That's all the description I have for you right now.
Man, that was like feeling that it probably knocked me back even. That was like 2/3 of my hit points.
It's definitely brutal when the damage itself is a critical hit. There's no doubt.
Oh my god.
The other gelatinous form in front of Durst, again, it's starting to kind of pick itself back up off the floor and kind of form into its regular striding type phase. It doesn't have a chance to attack though. Alori, you are up.
I think it's time to drink that potion from the backpack. That's what I think it's time for.
Okay. Which one are you drinking? The green stuff?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, let me find it here. It is Potion of Acid Resistance and Enlarge.
Yes.
Nice.
So
I'm not sure how to put that into play. Oh, you got it.
So I'll make sure that, unfortunately, the height of the ceiling here is only 6 feet. So Lori drinks it down, immediately hits the top of the ceiling, and his body kind of stretches out into this elongated lounge-type formation going, huh, that was interesting. But all your gear is much larger now.
And I also need acid resistance put on me too. I'm not quite sure how to.
Again, I'll just make sure that I return hit points to you.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. All right. And I will then, I guess, squat walk.
Glory the Hut.
Okay.
I'm not sure if I can. Excuse me, Durst.
So.
Actually, Si's over there alone with one, right? That's what I'm saying too. That two.
Yeah.
I'm going to help Durst out because I don't think he's got anything blunt on him. I'm going to go over by Durst.
I actually do. You remember I have a warhammer.
No, really? Do you know where it's at?
Yep. It's always with me.
I'm just going to fit myself somewhere in there where I can. Thank you. And I believe that's all.
It's too funny not to just let it roll, but because. Sorry.
Pardon me. Excuse me. Pardon me.
Face palm.
Basically, to give you an example on how I'm letting this all happen is that Lori's on all fours, kind of doing this, and he's like, he's effectively you could kind of reach for something, but anything that's going to be more than probably won't happen. It'll be like potentially stabby or smack like you're playing ping pong. All right. Arabella, you are up.
Okay. Well, let's see. Just gonna try and swing at this thing. That's all I got.
With what?
My maul.
Okay.
Okay.
So you reach back with your maul, swing forward, connect directly with this gooey, gross mass right in front of you.
Yeah, I'm on my laptop, so it does that stupid thing where it doesn't do the thing right to the player because I've.
Are you saying that?
So does that hit? I don't know if that hit.
That hit. They have very, very low health.
Okay.
No,
No,
low
because it
AC.
does the thing where if I'm on my laptop,
there
it
it is.
doesn't apply damage.
So
or
I
it
just
doesn't
applied
tell
the
me if
hit
it
to
hits.
that ochre jelly in front of you.
Okay. Even though I've got them, What did I roll? Oh, that's pretty good.
Nice. Yep.
The maul comes down doing a lot of damage. It's almost like, Yendra, you kind of see Arabella's almost smacking this thing like she's trying to drive a nail back down into the ground.
Can I, growl at it?
Hmm.
I'm
not going to stop you from role playing. You do what you got to do.
Arabella's just like, grrr! I've hit you. No, don't hit her. Hit me.
Oh, okay. You're trying to piss it off. Got it.
Yeah.
Arabelle, what you might want to do.
Because I saw that hit on her, so.
There you go. What you might want to do next turn is drop your hit dice on the creature in the combat tracker. That might do it for you. If you drag your hit over to it on the combat tracker, it'll still roll on it there.
Oh, is it the combat tracker?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can use the combat tracker the same way that you use the actual map, so you can right control left click it as well.
Or you can just drop your dice right on it. You can just drag your hit dice right onto the combat tracker if the control's not working.
Or that.
Oh, yeah, no, I know how to do that. That's a whole other issue because my screen is too small, so everything is cramped. So, I literally have, this much of the chat window open, and it's literally, this much of usable space. So that's why half the time my dice don't roll.
Nice. Anyways, Sai's right, seeing what's going on, and he kind of uses his old faithful. He decides that he's going to cast it at a higher level. He is about to target the ochre jelly directly in front of him. And Alori, he's kind of because you're so large, he kind of has to sculpt his spell around you as his hands just go, it's time to go. And burning hands all over the jelly's face.
A little toast with that jelly?
Exactly. Touche.
Ooh,
You get a point of
s'mores.
inspiration there. I've been missing your puns there. Did it go?
It did. You just didn't have it targeted.
I unfortunately bet that's going to be a save for them. Well, DM gets to do whatever he wants, so he's going to now retarget and roll that save. Yeah, it's a save anyways. So, applying damage. So you see this jet of energy, and I just realized I have to do one more die because he rolled it as a level 2 spell. One more point of damage. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't he save though? So technically, isn't it 0?
Well, no. It would have been half. It only did 4 damage. So you have to remember the 9 plus 1 would be 10. Half of that would be 5. Unfortunately, because you rolled down, since it goes from a 9 to a 10, you actually go up to 1. So it's 5 points of damage. So one more point of damage. You can tell Alori as he's jetting out this flame, he really wants to have been able to have done enough damage that he could have had a catchphrase at the conclusion of it, and it's just not coming out because he didn't do enough damage. Yendra, you are up.
All right, I'm going to be brave and I'm going to hit it first.
Okay.
And then maybe do a little moving back.
Oh no, you're going to get an attack of opportunity.
Oh, thank you for reminding me. That's probably, maybe we should just kill it.
So you bring your flail of ill matter straight down against this ochre jelly, and it kind of shrieks, feeling the deity kind of semi-contained within your weapon.
Then I will smote it.
All right.
Nice.
And then I don't have to step back.
What?
Did you
Well, you
hit
could
it
move.
twice? Did you smote it twice?
No.
No.
Nope.
Why did it have 2 blue dice then? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
That's What's
Oh, because
my
it's
dex?
your
It's
because you're high enough level. Never mind.
Okay, as long as someone knows.
Yes.
Well,
'Cause
because
it ain't me.
2d8 is smite.
So the gross goo, just again feeling the power of ill matter in your weapon, just it effectively disintegrates right in front of you. A little bit of the jelly, though, just from the full force of the swings, kind of lands squarely on Arabella's armor in a gross way that's going to have to be taken care of for her character to survive mentally. And going on, the top of the order, Leo. Oh, wait a minute, hold on. Leo, you're up.
I was going to do something this time, so he will move to here and say, well done, Lady Yendra," as he casts Cure Wounds on her.
All right.
Thank you. You read my mind.
Nice.
Cast it up. Excellent.
But don't
Durst,
read
you
too
are
much.
up.
Durst's going to drop the axe and whip out his warhammer.
Okay.
Does that take an action?
No, that'll just be your movement.
Okay. And he's going to still target the same jelly and attack and do horribly. He's fumbling.
So again, as Durst drops his axe to pick up his warhammer, he poses for just a second like he's a female in a Marvel movie, and then comes down with it, and he's like, I waited too long. I telegraphed my attack just a little too much. So this one now, having been hit by Psy, albeit with less damage than it could have been, it reaches out to attack Psy. Come on now. And scores almost a critical on Psy. Psy is freaking out as just like it reaches out with a tentacle, and it looks like it's trying to pull it back in to just absorb Psy, but Psy kind of leans back into it and falls right through these like acidic tentacles, taking in some of the bludgeoning and acid damage that he has. The ochre jelly was hoping to be able to move forward, but unfortunately, Psy's dexterity kind of kept him out of being kind of engulfed by the ochre jelly. All right, the next jelly, having kind of totally and truly reformed itself, decides that it's going to reach out and attack Durst. Scores a hit. No, scores a miss. Durst with his impenetrable mithril splint mail. The next ochre jelly just kind of actually squeezes into an area between Durst and Alori and decides it's going to attack Alori. Come on now. This time scoring a hit.
Ooh.
Alori, it reaches out with tentacles and kind of, it's trying really hard to kind of pin you down to the ground, but the reality is that you're just so much larger that it can't seem to like make its way around you effectively in order to kind of grapple, pull you in, and use its, again, stomach acid viscosity to just melt everything that is the essence of Alori. Next up, Alori. You have this goo that's kind of dripping on you from the ceiling.
Ew. The vile evilness everywhere. Oh my God. Well, let's met out a little bit of justice, shall we?
Oh, by the way, I'm sorry. You took less damage. I forgot to account for your resistance.
Nice.
And with that, you're slightly healthier.
Yay! Let's bring the hammer of justice down on this one. Or not.
Yeah, right.
Again, Alori's size is just too much for the height of all this room.
Action surge. And then there, of course, is the righteous backhand.
There we
As
go.
Nice.
As Alori surges, he shrinks back to normal size,
Oh.
albeit scoring a critical hit. This is good. This is probably why he scored the critical hit. He now can actually take his weapon and actually move all around to strike with it. And the goo that had been dripping down is very much hurt. It's losing its viscosity as it's slowly. You can tell it wants to stay attached to the crux between the wall and the ceiling, but it's just kind of falling off slowly. Next up, Arabella.
All right. I will run over here. And I'm gonna smack this thing.
Well done.
I'm gonna try to smack it with my maul.
Going to the mall.
And if you didn't
Got
hear that, she
damage
said
on sale.
maul, M-A-U-L, not maul like her mother. And it's a connection.
Nice.
How is that? How is it not dead?
Did it apply the damage? So
Yes.
It might have. You sure it did?
It did apply. Well, wait a minute.
I don't think it.
There we
There
go.
it is.
I just applied it.
Gotcha.
Because it didn't say that it had changed at all.
Right. So I didn't realize this, Olori, but you actually attacked behind you? Like towards the ochre jelly in front of Sai? Whether if you meant to or not, that's what you did according to the software.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, no, that I came in down there to help Sai initially. That's why I came in that corner.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not good though. Now it's just you and Durst.
It's Sai's turn. He sees everything that's going on and wanting to
I'll
make
move down
himself
here.
useful, he kind of raises his hand and Arabelle, you've seen him do this before. He's about to cast a magic missile.
There's the pitch. Strike one.
Nice.
And drops the other grossness off the wall right in front of, as Alori swung, killed the ochre jelly in front of him, he can hear this gloop sound coming from behind him as it just falls behind. Sai's kind of impressed because it's like that whole notion of the hero walking away from a building that's exploding. You know, he's like, I don't even need to look. I know it's dead. I know you got it, Sai. At least that's what's playing out in his mind. Yendra.
Let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30?
Attack.
I can go 30, right?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I want to leave room. I don't want to hog all the
The glory. The
Swish.
glory.
Swish.
the marmalade.
So Yendra, as you're running by, you it's easy to tell that this ochre jelly that's in front of you here is smaller than the one you were dealing with.
Okay.
All right.
There was 2 of them, though.
All right. So
Just the
again,
regular one.
you bring up your magical flail, strike down the goopy yellow marmalade grossness. It kind of just it's not a matter of you would think if you hit it with a particular weapon that it would kind of spray everywhere, but by far and away the most thing that comes to your mind is this whole notion of taking a flamethrower to it. I mean, it's just kind of it's disintegrating the portion that you're hitting. And with that, Durst, you're up.
You skipped me
Leo.
again.
Leo.
Oh man, Leo, it's so easy to do that. Just kidding, Leo. Do it, man.
You're right.
Rock it out. I'm sorry. I'm trying to help too much. I keep forgetting how many people actually used Fantasy Grounds before.
Leo runs to there, and he says, Durst, character consists on what you do on your third or fourth or sometimes fifth or sixth try. You got this. And I give him a bardic inspiration.
Nice.
And that's a bonus action, but other than that, I don't have nothing. So
All right.
Not going to viciously mock him.
no,
Right for the picking.
I'm gonna let Durst slay this
Get
creature.
the glory.
Durst, you're up.
All right. After I split it in half, I might as well finish it off. All right. So Warhammer again.
Ooh.
I don't think your inspiration's gonna help there.
You never know.
I guess I'll give it a shot because it goes away, right?
Yeah, do
For
it.
10
I think
minutes.
you should do
We
it.
got it for 10 minutes, so
I think you should do it.
I would give it a whirl.
I think the
You can
DM's
do
telling
it.
you to do it.
You
I
can
think
do
that-
it.
That's a hit.
Really?
Go ahead and just hit attack again until it hits.
Okay.
Well, you can just you can apply damage to it without having.
There you
it
go.
hit.
Or just roll
Yeah,
damage.
Just drag your, yep, just throw
Just
your
drag
damage dice on top of
over.
it.
Oh, I hit the wrong damage button. That was dumb.
So I'm going to give it back its hit points, and you're going to go ahead and...
Use the right damage
I don't
button?
have to do anything because it's unaffected by bladed weapons. Go ahead and attack it again.
Even.
Yeah, that was better anyway.
Yeah.
All right. Ogre jellies have been destroyed.
And Durst is going to pick up his axe.
Okay. Yendra, you are
Fine.
taking the lead.
No.
Do you think?
That's
do
what
you
I'm
think this is
talking
gonna
about.
Stain? Do you think this will stain? Will it rust the metal?
Yeah, I think it's gonna eat a hole. I mean, it might leave a little fish on there. Yeah.
You do smell a little bit of... What armor are you wearing? It's stud leather, right?
I think it's chain.
So
mail.
you do smell a little bit of the metal pieces, kind of...
Yeah, chainmail.
There's a weird kind of rusting
Iron
smell
smell.
coming off of your armor.
Is there anything you can do about this?
Sai's right there to do the prestidigitation. He finds that it doesn't do very much. Rips off some of his, robe, tries to wipe it off.
Oh,
It eventually goes away, but it's kind of, he's like, I'm not using that anymore. So
Does anybody have mending?
there is no one with mending yet.
Oh, okay.
Nope.
All right.
All right.
Lead the way.
Well, I step over the goo.
All right.
Who you calling goo?
I said goo, not poo, Leo. Oh, this
Noted.
looks different. North or south?
North?
Okay.
There's another immediate fork that must be decided upon.
Mhm.
Actually, I'm going to help you out so we don't go down that way. And boom, that's a dead end.
Oh, not that way.
Durst Stone Sense felt that coming.
stone sense. I don't think that's a thing.
Don't sense it, right?
Oh yeah,
Fire.
no. They do
Size
have
is a
some.
little diminished.
Wait,
Stone Cunning.
Size
Right.
is a little small.
I forgot about that.
There you go.
Size shrinking? Oh no, is that an adverse effect of the goo on elves? Quick, somebody check him out.
He says yes, but then he kind of chuckles.
Oh, it's
Ooh.
getting larger up here.
And for those of you at home, yes, of course we will.
Leo,
Kind of
there was
zoom
a
in
perfect
slightly.
opportunity there.
Or I missed
I-
it. I'm sorry.
She said it's getting larger up here.
Remember the rating.
Nice.
Have you been drinking too?
No.
All right. And the party maintains a very elegant fireball / lightning bolt formation. I'm really proud of you all. Doomed.
It's a
if
5-foot hallway. What can
Right?
we do?
No. It's an amusement. I'm glad we're all moving forward in this. A still pool fills much of this cavern. The water is dark, revealing little of what might lie within. The shore of the pool consists of a thin layer of broken shells from strange pale mussels, and a fishy odor hangs in the air. A passage leads south from this area, and a set of steps climbing up to the east. A sluggish stream flows out of the cave to the northeast.
So you said the fishy smell in the room?
That is correct.
Is it like a dead fishy smell or just like
Well, live
brackish
fish
water
usually
smell?
don't smell.
I'm having a really hard time.
Not
I didn't think that my mind was this guttery today.
Not touching mountain with a 10-foot pole.
As you walk by, Leo, go ahead and give me a perception check.
Yeah, I mean, is there anything moving in the water? Okay, perception.
Oh
check.
god!
Oh, I
here
guess I
come
shouldn't be so close.
Yeah, here come the giant tentacles.
Here comes the
You said
obelisk.
perception, right? Perception.
That is correct. Oh, okay,
Damn.
beautiful. Rolls a 20. Leo, as you're kind of walking, you're reminiscing about that time that you put in that local newspaper of, you like long strolls along the beach and whatnot. You kind of gaze out into the water and you catch a sight of two skeletons kind of struggling with one another. One of the skeletons has a humanoid shape to it. The other one is just from its bone density or thickness, you get the sense probably an orc of some sort.
Hey,
The
yo,
humanoid one has two platinum rings on its fingers on either side, and he appears to be clutching onto something. You just don't know what it is.
how deep does it look?
Oh gosh.
So by struggling, do you mean moving?
No, like they were locked in some sort of battle underneath the water. When you first wade out, you can't gauge entirely. The water is a little brackish, but
Leo, wait, no.
At that point, it's only about 3 feet. At that point, the scene that
But I would have totally gone in if I'd seen it.
the location you need to go is about 25 feet in front of you or north of you.
Oh gosh. Oh, by the rock.
Yeah. So at this point, Leo, I need you to make an athletics check.
Athletics check, okay.
Yeah.
But if the corpses are in the water and they look like they were struggling, I mean, people just don't drown in a fight. Leo, come on, use your head. You're gonna die, and I
They
can't.
I
got
totally would have
shinies.
gonna yell it.
Shinies.
I can't
don't blame
swim.
May I try acrobatics instead?
Yeah, I'll let you do that.
No,
But it don't matter.
Okay, rolls another 20.
Look at him go.
Loot.
So Leo, you kind of get to the point. It's like a immediate drop off, and that's why you had to roll this check. You go from like, oh, it's 3 feet of water. All of a sudden, you take the next step, and you can tell that you're standing on a concrete floor. This is not a natural. It's literally a drop off where they must have had that. What should have been where the basin of the water began. It had overflown at some point, right? And you just didn't get a chance to see it. So you all of a sudden take a step off, and everyone in the group just watches as Leo immediately kind of just drops right through the water, and it's immediately 20 feet deep. Okay,
Well, it
and all of a
was
sudden,
nice
2
knowing
seconds
you.
later, he pops back up, and he just is like,
Okay,
"I got this,
Okay.
I got this."
Okay.
As he's
He does that Man from Atlantis launch from the water.
yeah, there you go.
Oh man, I love that show.
So, what you didn't expect it to be this deep because the two skeletons are kind of pinned up against the stalagmite kind of coming out of the ground, and it's just not that deep. You wouldn't have seen them because the water's too dark otherwise. When you approach the two skeletons, neither of them move, But you kind of peel them. You kind of peel them apart from one another, and you come across 3 jeweled rings and a wand that is being clutched in the hands of the human. Give me. And while you all decide what you want to do with that, by the way, again, for those of you who are not familiar with Fantasy Grounds, this is kind of like where we put the party in for the stuff for them to split amongst the group. And I'm gonna get the dogs some water.
Is that why you asked about wands in the D&D Facebook group?
No, that actually has to do with my game. I'm wielding 3 wands right now.
All right. I actually am gonna go put pizza in the microwave and eat it. I'll be right back.
You're gonna eat it while it's in the microwave?
Yeah, it's gonna be a complicated process because it's got to be on, but I'm eating it while it's still running. So like,
get a nice can.
There's like a door. It's got to be like the door hinge has got to be closed, and it's like I'll be open. It's gonna be like 2 seconds.
I really wish there was a way to like correct my video right now because the shirt says rescued is my favorite breed. I'm a big animal rescue advocate. It just looks weird when it's all reversed. So what would you all like to do?
It's not reversed for us though.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's excellent. Yay. Huh. It's not reversed for you all, but it is reversed, I think, on the stream, too. Anyways. I'll try to fix that later on. So, do you all see what the wand is? I never know. Okay.
I see 1 unidentified item and then 3 unidentified items.
Oh, well, that's silly. The rings are just rings. There's no reason to not identify them.
There's like 2 scrolls, I think, in the.
They've been there for a while. I think that's the stuff she found in the that Yendra found.
Oh yeah, it was in the basement of the thing.
Sai would have identified the scrolls by this point, so that's why I'm making it clear what they are. Scroll of Bless and Scroll of Command. 2 clerical scrolls.
Or paladin.
So, so again,
So I'm going to collect that stuff from those skeletons and make my way back to shore. Look what I found!
okay.
You could have got yourself killed. You fool.
So to be clear, Leo forgets about the fact that there's a little basin wall. So he's like, look what I found! Trip, boom, like comes back up, and he's just like got the stuff in his hands.
It's cool. It's cool.
I'm totally giving Leo a smack in the back of his head when he comes back.
Taking turns for brain damage. Excellent.
Dade damage.
What if they had come alive? It's not like we haven't run into any undead in here already, before. No, you weren't thinking. Yeah, they're wonderful. They suit you. You can, yeah.
Well, scold him later.
This whole thing.
This game ends in an hour and a half.
Right there.
Keep smacking him.
So,
All right.
Look.
Shall we go up the stairs then?
Yeah, we probably should.
That's a giant hourglass hanging over our head.
Yes, exactly. Sai goes ahead and burns a 1st level spell. The wand is a wand of magic missiles.
Ooh.
And his it is. There you go. Same spell slot, kid.
Ooh, a door. And more stairs. And what's down here?
Oh, I'm sorry. Whole lot of nothing.
Okay, that makes it easy. Kick open the door.
Okay.
And break my foot.
So Yendra attempts to break her foot, but unfortunately doesn't do enough damage. The door comes careening open very, very quickly. You get the sense that if there was a locking mechanism on that door, it's not there anymore.
Oh, I'm using my divine sense again. I forgot about that again.
So unfortunately, we're going to have to play this room out, and then we're going to decide how that works out.
Okay.
Okay. Um,
So,
so when you kicked the door, by the way, you actually heard kind of a snapping sound, as though maybe the door was braced, and your swift kick to it broke it straight open.
boom.
And with that, before I read the description, because you guys see the room, I need everyone to roll initiative, as 5 bugbears are suddenly surprised as these adventurers are rushing into the room.
Yeah. Well, they're not evil, so I wouldn't have sensed them anyway.
No.
They're not fiends or something, so. Yep.
I wasn't telling you that, by the way, because I didn't want to answer your question. It's really because I really don't know what undead is right around you, and I knew they weren't.
They're just about to be dead.
They're about to be fully dead. Okay, so did everyone roll their initiative?
Yep.
Okay, I need to roll their initiative. Their initiative is crazy good right now with a 22. All right, so top of the order. Yendra, you are up.
Oh, look, I see one right in front of me.
Charging right past the one that's to her left. She's like too far away. Run straight
Yeah,
up
fair. And hopefully smack-a-doo. Oh, yeah.
She crits with her flail of ill matter. Man, this thing is very attuned to you. It knows what you want to do, and it does its best to accommodate. Leo,
Hurt stuff.
you are up.
Can Leo see into the room from here?
You get the sense that there's danger in there, and as soon as you take one more step up, you're going to be able to see in there. You're just kind of a little bit farther down, so the angle isn't there to see far enough into the room.
Oh, nasty creatures. Sai, how does this thing work?
He's like, the button on the bottom. Push it.
Oh, boom. And he will cast the magic missile spell at Bugbear 3, I guess.
So clarify something for me. Does the wand, is there a way that the wand can be activated?
It says...
You might have to take the magic missile spell off the wand into an action slot.
Yeah, let's see if that works. Yeah.
Okay. So only 3 darts will come out of it. I don't know if other, but it's a base level wand.
Yeah. Wow.
But that's only
2.
Yeah.
Ooh.
2,
3, and there's a sense of relief and yet disappointment as the glory of taking out that first bugbear goes to Leo and not you, Yendra.
No, I totally yelled, thanks, Sai.
Misattributing the assist to the young half-elf wizard.
Yeah,
all right.
Deja vu there.
And so again, the bugbear's attack. You see it kind of it brandishes a morning star, the one that's kind of below you but close to you. I want to do something. Okay. It kind of rushes just towards you and attempts to strike Yendra.
Yeah, this round could hurt.
But misses. Again, bugbears are kind of known to enjoy the whole notion of getting a surprise round. And you're immediately reminded in your past adventures, Yendra, of dealing with bugbears and watching them just slaughter people from the Ilmater Temple. They have a very potent surprise attack that kind of reminds you of very crafty rogue characters. The next bugbear, rushes forward, and I'm kind of curious. Now that they have her surrounded, do they end up getting any kind of benefit to hit?
If you allow flanking to give advantage, yes.
So I'm going to say specifically for the bugbears, they get a bit of a bonus with their to hit, having surrounded Yendra. I need to close this map a little bit because I can't click on this stupid button. There we go. He again takes out his Morning Star, connects. Oh, with a critical hit.
Remember me fondly, everyone.
He didn't need that bonus.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Yep.
Wait a minute.
That didn't apply to her.
No,
apply.
it didn't.
She's like, maybe we could leave it that way.
That is good night, Indra.
So you all see this as the second bugbear kind of comes up. The first one was much more of a distraction. The second one comes through and just pounds Yendra, and she collapses directly to the floor.
Yeah.
The next bugbear decides that he's going to take a position of attempting to bar you all from entering the room. And the last bugbear stands directly behind him, pulls out a javelin and kind of coordinates their attacks to have this javelin being launched out. And Durst, you're the only one that it has a clear shot on, so it attempts to attack you. But does so poorly. As the javelin kind of launches past Durst, you could tell maybe the bugbears have been more used to slightly taller opponents. Arabella kind of has to do a bit of a dodge as the javelin kind of careens into the. You hear this little splash coming behind you. And Alori, you are up. He's assessing the situation.
Hello.
So Alori takes his talon. That is the magic longsword, correct?
That is correct.
Brings it up over his head. He's immediately reminded and excited about the fact that the ceiling of this place is not merely 6 feet. And brings it crashing down on the bugbear in the front. You still have a little bit of movement left. Did you want to get out of the way?
Can I do so without getting an opportunity attack? I mean, I'm still in his threat range.
Yes.
There.
No one's that is not safe from him attacking you.
No, but I just didn't want to give him an attack of opportunity.
Right.
Okay. Yep.
So you're still in his threat range, but you get partial cover from it, so it'd be at a -2 to hit, and you attacking through that way would be a -2 as well.
Understood.
Durst, you're up.
Right. So
Come on, Durst. Fist bump. You're up, man. Boom. Here we go. Tag team.
So as a bonus action, Durst is going to cast Spiritual Weapon into the room.
All right.
And he's going to use it to attack Bugbear 5.
Okay.
Trying.
It just barely misses the bugbear. As you see, kind of this Moradin hammer comes launch straight through. Attempts to attack the bugbear behind the first one. It swings and it just doesn't find purchase.
All right, and then he's going to move up and attack with his axe. And wait, which bugbear was that? Dang it.
That would have been the first one. It's okay. We can apply it directly to him.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay.
Nope, I did it to myself. What an idiot.
Ooh.
Well, you missed.
Yeah.
Did you mean to attack
There
yourself?
we
Okay,
No.
anyways. Durst
Yeah.
brings his battle axe over, kind of does a slanted chop, and it hits the bugbear square on. Go ahead and apply damage. The bugbear is bleeding fairly profusely, but it is not down. The next up, Arabella,
Okay.
known for her ranged weaponry.
Mm-hmm. Right. Oh, this is a really, really bad nightmare for her. Oh my god, I guess the only thing she can do is take out her bow.
Or did you not get more javelins?
No.
Oh, but you were shopping. Surely you would have bought more.
I
I
feel like you
asked her
wouldn't
if there
be
was
able to
anything
use-
she wanted, and nothing. I mean,
Yeah.
we played for an additional half an hour after you all left, so.
Alright, here we go. Oh, I don't have him targeted. Sorry. Bear 4.
Durst, squat!
This.
He's already squatting.
Go. Yeah,
Not enough.
that's about right.
The absolute fear of Arabella striking Durst as opposed to the bugbear just got the better of her as she launches her arrows and it kind of hits the door frame. She just was a little too wide.
That's not polite.
Her aim was a little too wide.
I'm just gonna move up.
I don't know what you're looking at, but
The floor? A puddle of blood?
All right.
Come on,
It's Sai's turn.
clean up.
My
Al one.
So Sai is kind of reluctant to spend a lot of more spells, but he does realize that Yendra is back there, so he's like, nah, this is the time to burn him. And but he wants to be accurate, so he burns the second level slot and targets Bugbear 1. What happened?
There's just not a lot of damage.
And it does a little bit of damage. He's kind of splitting it up 2 and 2. Oh, it's not a. So.
you're not targeting anything.
Yeah, let me go ahead and. Why is it not targeting?
Yeah, that's my problem too.
Huh. Well, let's just add the damage. Well, it doesn't really matter. Those first 2 are enough for the first bugbear to go down. And he has 2. Okay, now he's able to target 2 more magic missiles. He kind of split it up 2 and 2. And has applied some damage. Except, yeah, to the bugbear behind. Now, it's not a significant amount of damage. You just kind of hit it. You see it him kind of back up a little bit, but he's not taking that much damage. Next up, Yendra. Need a death save.
Yes. On the money.
Yendra goes, okay, Leo.
Leo is going to move there, squat down, look through Durst's legs, and yell, Yendra, get up! You can do it! And cast Healing Word.
All right.
I always see Leo. Kiss make it better.
Well, if he was up close in this situation, he may give mouth to mouth.
Oh, thanks. Thanks for the heal, Durst.
Yendra gets a point of inspiration if you don't have one.
I've already got one.
Oh man, that's like almost me wanting to give you a secondary one. The first bugbear doesn't realize that Yendra's been healed because he doesn't hear her say "Thank you for the heal, Durst." And
I did.
it runs over directly to stand in front of the door, trying again
Like
to
a
bar
loser.
the door from anyone else coming in, and strikes at Durst because he doesn't want to take a penalty to hit. And connects this time. Durst impenetrable armor, not quite impenetrable.
Oh no, it's the end.
Bugbears are pretty hefty, hardy individuals. As its morning star just kind of cleaves down and kind of knocks Durst up against the wall. You're kind of trying to make sure that you don't have any puncture holes in the armor, but you definitely winded as he hits you up against the wall. The next bugbear, he too doesn't notice that Yendra's up, so he kind of comes over, No, he's going to stay right there. He's just going to watch over what he thinks is his prey. Bugbear 5. Still targeting Durst because you're the one that's in the doorway. Grabs a secondary javelin from his back. Just pulls it out and launches it. Ooh, and hits.
Wow.
Durst is suddenly heavily wounded. Next up, Alori.
So -2?
Yes, -2.
I am going to use my inspiration.
Durst, you kind of notice Alori kind of get a little bit more Alori. Just as with the self-confidence as he's kind of wrenching the bottom of that handle of that sword.
Nice.
And connects with a critical hit.
And he'll say, Durst, just disengage and back off.
Okay. Durst, you're up.
Durst is like, I need to get to Yendra. I can't back off.
You're going to do it from the spirit realm in a moment, pal.
So he's going to target number 5 with his spiritual hammer.
Okay.
It's a long ways to...
So unfortunately, Morden is he's not sensing where you're at, Durst. He can't provide that religious nourishment that is required for the spiritual hammer to do its deed.
So go back and target number 1 and attack.
So again, Durst brings down his battle axe, but it's just the new bugbear that's kind of clear, holding out the door at this point. Is just he's too familiar with your attack style at this point, and just nimbly barely dodges. Leo, I need you to make me a perception check. Arabella, you as well.
Uh-oh.
I should be able to move back, right?
Say that again.
Oh, no, I'll take an attack. I'll provoke an attack.
Yeah, you need to take the disengage action, then you can...
Right.
So, Arabella, there's something interesting, just something kind of like we're making so much noise. Is this... And all of a sudden you're kind of like, you're realizing, you know what? I haven't really heard it out here. There's something about the way that the walls are made, and when you kind of look at it, the walls are not smooth. It's very incredibly rough. So like a soundproof room, or like a room that would be nowadays used for doing voiceover work, it's kind of trapping the sound, and it's not exiting past where you're currently located.
Okay.
Colloquially known as an anechoic chamber.
Ah, there you go.
Hey, watch your mouth. This is a PG-13 show.
All right, Arabella, you are up.
Okay, dokie. So, here's what's gonna happen.
Uh-oh.
This is how we do it.
Because I can run through people, right? Like I can run. If I kill Bugbear 1, I can run through Durst.
So you can't attack while you're on the square where Durst is located. Is the only problem.
Right. But I can walk through him if I kill Bugbear 1.
That is correct.
Okay.
You gonna try to use your bow again?
Yeah, but I'm going to use my inspiration so I can get advantage.
Awesome.
Because we need to do something about this, and she is not having it.
Eon.
Oh,
No! Unfortunately, Arabella is having it as she rolls a 3 and a 4. It's okay.
That's
These
all I
things
can
happen.
I mean, I could action surge, but action surge on a freaking bow.
Sai's sitting there right next to you going, you should do it!
Oh my god, I've just been rolling so bad.
Tell me about it.
You gotta trade that in for a newer model.
I guess I'm
Change
just
my
gonna
dice
do
color again.
it. I'm just gonna do it. Frick it.
Yes.
There you go. If you drop them, you get a point of inspiration.
I
Boom!
Finish you off a crit!
I missed
Yeah.
that.
I
That
rolled a crit.
Nice.
All right. Let's see if you drop them.
Alright. Oh my gosh, it's not pulling the damage. Okay, stop this. Fargical like a blue ghost. Come on, it was in the thing, and I rolled an 8. Wait, it's a two-handed. No, it's hold on. I gotta look at my ability. Wait, did he die or no? Okay,
No,
okay. I'm
unfortunately,
gonna look
he
at my
hasn't died.
ability really quick. Hold on, because it's with a two-handed weapon. I just need to see if it's melee.
So she rolls a 2 and a 2, and unfortunately has a dexterity -1, so it kind of does, it ekes away some of the damage.
Chicka, chicka, choo. Oh, it's a melee weapon. Lame.
So the bow hits. It hits very like managed to like it kind of does one of those things where Durst, you can feel it kind of breeze right by your ear, and it connects directly into the bugbear that's standing in front of you, and it hits in a particular way where he's kind of like not having use of his left arm. Okay, just the way that it hit, but it's not causing him to bleed. It's just it's a critical hit, and it's done something that has kind of like caused him to not be as effective in combat. That was awesome, though. I commend you for your action surge.
Oh, well, I'm gonna walk up another step.
Okay.
She really wants to get in there.
So Sai is going to target that first bugbear with a ray of frost, trying to nimbly get around both of you that are in front of him. He's going to have to do it at slight disadvantage based on where the walls are, though, and him not realizing that he should probably just move. But it doesn't matter because that's how Sai rolls. Rolls an 18 and completely connects with his ray of frost. And with that damage, the bugbear is annoyed, but unfortunately not down. Although he accidentally targeted bugbear 5 anyways, so somehow he nimbly got around. He's gonna have to move for this. He jumped up here, hit his ray of frost. Everyone else kind of dodged a little bit to the left, and it hits the last bugbear in the line. Yendra, you are up, and literally, albeit prone.
Yeah. How noticeable is lay on hands?
Stab his ankles.
So you got to remember who your deity is, right? It's Ilmater, right? Ilmater is known for being, the restrained one. So effectively, you kind of have learned to do things. In fact, this has probably been part of your training where, like, they put you in, like, racks and stuff and had your hands tied down, and you've been able to, like, kind of tap back to give yourself a lay on hands. You can do it fairly stealthy, albeit you would need to still roll. But I'll give you a +5 for stealth check because you're not doing anything dramatically bad.
Well, in that case, well, it's a full action anyway, so I'll do it and then I'm going to stand up.
Okay.
So
then you don't have to roll for stealth.
Yeah. Where did it go?
No, don't do that. No, 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 no.
And stand up.
So the bugbear scream that's right next to you screams something in Goblin. I don't think anyone here has Goblin except for Sai. And Sai, Arabelle, you kind of hear a little giggle coming from behind you because whatever that bugbear said, it was amusing to Sai.
Oh.
Leo, you're up.
Kill
I'll
the
move
bugbear.
there so
Do
he
what?
can see into the room a little better. And he is going to cast a spell.
Oh.
At that spot. Does it catch Yendra?
Nope. Doesn't
Mm,
look like it.
what are you attempting to do?
He's attempting to cast a spell.
Yeah, that's not actually answering the question. And I don't think you could see that far deep into the room. It's the problem.
That's my question. That was my question.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think if you wanted to, you could do it a little slightly lower from there. Yeah, and that would catch
Yeah.
Durst without a doubt.
Yeah. What about there? No.
No.
No. Never mind. So instead, he is going to play with his new toy again. And it's 120 feet, so he can hit. Probably can hit 2, right? Could he hit 2?
Two different ones, you're saying?
No, Bugbear 2.
Oh yeah.
No, he's going to hit Bugbear 1 with a magic missile from his wand.
Okay. All right. Do you have to declare where all your missiles go before you cast it? You do, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So
Okay.
all three of them went into that guy.
Okay. So the missiles you've seen Psy cast magic missile before, and it's usually like more or less hit and kind of pushed and done more bludgeoning type damage. By the time the second spell goes, it rips into the bugbear. The third one rips again, and he's just kind of like splattered. And you see kind of like the bugbear behind him, kind of holding his hand up, trying to get another javelin out.
And as a bonus action, he's going to say to Elori, remember, the pessimist sees difficulty in every opportunity. The optimist sees opportunity in every difficulty. Now go get some.
Great words.
So the bugbear that's closest to Yendra is just was completely come back to life, and he's screaming obscenities in some form of language that unfortunately Yendra you're not privy to. His amazement of you still being up is too much for him to bear as he tries to swing his Morning Star and does not connect at all. And even though he's screaming, the bugbear number 5 is just a little too much aware of the adventurers that are in front of him, and he's frustrated that Yendra's initial kick into the room has left it so that he can't close the door. He has decided that he's going to run. Let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. And he's attempting to open the door behind everyone or on the far side of the room. What
Do
now?
I get an attack of opportunity on 5? Did he?
He
run
didn't walk.
past
He
me?
didn't run right by you. He
Oh.
kind of kept his distance as he ran by. Otherwise, he would have had a chance to open the door and leave. So that's bugbear 5. Elori, you're up.
Get in there. Yeah.
And with
Mush.
the mighty talon dripping with a little bit of blood from the earlier bugbear, not very much, He rushes forward to
Yeah.
but does a successful connection.
You can use that D6 on damage.
Oh, that's true. You could. I always forget that.
'Cause
Can I use it for damage? That was only for hitting.
Leo has combat inspiration, baby. You can use it for damage.
He's a new and improved Leo.
So if we could add 2 more to that.
Damage applied.
Thank you. Thank
He's
you very
still
much.
up.
Lori,
Man.
you connect directly with this bugbear, but the bugbear, again, it's not a goblin, it's not a hobgoblin, it's definitely made of sterner stuff. But it has taken notice of you, and you get a sense, if nothing else, that maybe the gallant knight in your brain that is a Lori has at least drawn his attention away from Yendra.
No problem, you walking rabbit hamster. Let's get to it.
Durst, you are up.
All right, so Durst is going to move the spiritual hammer over to Bugbear 2 and attack. Oops, not 2 of them. Either one of them were a hit.
Okay, so go ahead and roll damage.
I see you guys have all changed your dice colors.
Something's got to work.
Not I yet.
So
Yeah,
So
mine's
Durst, the
perfect.
spiritual weapon now finally finds purchase, and it must be because it's just completely affixed at looking at a Lori. It's Morning Star ready to take on a Lori, and it gets hit straight from the side. There's certainly an inspiration that you feel like you've had acquired from both Yendra and Arabella's treatment of Leo during this part of the adventure, as the hammer just cold clocks him onto the side of the head.
How
All
the
right,
heck did
and
I
then-
get drug into that?
Durst's going to move. Hold on, Durst's not done yet.
Sorry, got a little too happy there.
Durst's going to move into the room and target Bugbear 5. And this spell never freaking works, but he's going to attempt to cast Sacred Flame.
It will now.
God, I'm going to burn my inspiration on
To give
inspiration.
him disadvantage.
Does that work?
What now?
I can't use inspiration to make him fail or take disadvantage on his save.
It
Yeah,
won't
yeah, you
work,
can.
Yeah, that won't work. Sorry.
No,
It
you
won't
No, you
work
can.
automatically, but the GM can apply.
So what happened? So you can't. So the way we do it is you're going to cast it once, and if he succeeds, you cast it again.
Okay,
Okay.
that'll work. I'm unchecking it. Cast. Well, yeah.
Okay.
Unfortunately, wow, roll 2 16s. And the bugbear kind of nimbly dodges away from your. What are you doing, Sacred Flame?
Yeah. Told you that spell's friggin' useless.
Eh.
Arabella, you
Right.
finally can get into the room. What would you like to do? Use a bow?
Around 10, 15,
And as she goes by, Leo says, "Go get
20.
some."
25, 30.
Oh,
My
that was
God.
me.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
It's just because I walked over you.
I'm not dead yet.
Grr.
I was gonna. No, I can't say that.
Quickly.
Yendra's
All right, all
reaching
right.
for a javelin, by the way. There, I can put it that way.
Okay. Well, I'm still
So,
gonna
so as you
go.
walk by, you snag a javelin out of Yendra's pack and are going to throw it at Bugbear 5. That's clever. You should do that.
Oh, she was
Hey, come on down
Running.
here. Pixel, let's go. Let's get a treat.
she's just running. She's just
let's
gonna
go,
use
come
her
on.
action. Just her whole turn to run. Well, I can get like there.
Ooh.
Sit down. Sit down.
And she's ready.
All right.
Ready to hurt.
Do it up.
No, that's it.
Dashed.
I just dashed.
Ah, okay. So I'm assuming you went wide to avoid any bugbear attack of opportunity?
Technically, I went through him. I went through his
Oh.
threat range.
Okay, so he will take a swing.
Bring it.
Oh, I forgot that the camera's on. I was sitting really, really close to it.
But misses with his morning stars. You run right by.
I'll stick my tongue out at him.
Sai decides to come into the room as well, and while targeting Bugbear 5, will again cast Ray of Frost. Critically hitting him.
Nice.
Sai's the man.
Doing quite a bit of damage. 14 points on a Ray of Frost. D8 damage. Boom. So he literally hits the Bugbear and, like, actually, the Ray of Frost is this, like, all of a sudden pulse. And Durst, you kind of notice this as, again, it flies right by you. It reaches and it, like, locks the Bugbear. And even though it would normally just do damage, his knees are kind of locked together in, like, a block of ice in front of the door. All right. Top of the order, Yendra.
All
Let's
right.
do some death.
That changes everything then. Oh, I don't want to kill Lore too. That would be unkind.
I do appreciate that.
Nice.
So Yendra again takes the flail, just knocks the Bugbear straight upside the head, and just sufficient damage. Wow. Even rolling a 1, sufficient damage. The Bugbear is down and dying in front of Yendra's feet. Leo, you're up.
Leo runs in the room and looks at Bugbear 5 way over there and says, "Oh my God, that's the biggest kobold I've ever seen." As I vicious
mockery.
That is vicious. Who would want to be a kobold?
And it's a failure, so you do damage. There's something to learn from this. So with a block of ice on his feet, he hears those words, and Arabella, you just kind of see him as he kind of collapses up against the door and drops at your feet.
That was some good teamwork.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
I still want to smack him.
You can kick him while he's down.
Yeah, I'm gonna smack him with my maul.
Nice.
Anyway,
you should do that.
She is frustrated.
Okay, so the Bugbear is carrying a potion of what you don't know, as well as a handful of change, 5 silver, 17 electron, and 17 copper pieces. All the other Bugbears really aren't carrying anything. It was the Bugbear that was standing its ground by Yendra and acting more of taking more of a managerial role of the fight, where you find all the money. How would you all like to proceed?
Guys, I think we should walk through this door. It seemed like they were running towards something, I guess. I don't know. Maybe there's something.
All right. I'll walk up to Arabella. Do you want to borrow some javelins? I have 5.
Please.
Okay.
I love it.
I'll give her 2.
Sisterly affection all of a sudden occurs.
Oh, throwing axes would be really cool too.
Durst has no use for throwing axes.
Sure, I'll take your throwing axe. How many of those do you have?
2. Can I put those in the party thing?
Yes, you can.
All right.
Do you already have them still on your sheet, or should I drag over a javelin? 2 javelins.
Yeah, it would be easier if you did that, because then I'd have to look it up.
So
You
just
said
give
you had
yourself
2, right?
give yourself 2 of them.
Inventory.
Acciones.
So,
There.
Yendra, as you kind of open the door, or someone does, the light kind of spills out and kind of provides you 2 directions to go in. One is a staircase that leads south, and then the hallway that the 10-foot wide hallway that continues to extend to the east.
All right. I look to the others. I have no sense of direction, so which way are we going?
That way.
I think east.
Yep, stay at the
Okay.
same level. Yep.
Saigo's foolishly
There's a lot
rushing
of
in.
There's a lot of stairs for a cave here.
Yeah.
But remember, this is actually a Dwarven and Gnomish area. Like, they built this area.
Oh.
So it is it's masterfully worked. As you
Oh,
come into this area,
Cool.
a blast furnace and a mechanical bellows powered by a water wheel dominate the large chamber. The furnace is cold and dark, but heaps of coal are piled nearby, along with carts of unrefined ore. The water wheel sits in a 10-foot wide channel cut into the floor of the room, but the channel is dry. Passages exit to the east, south, and west. The empty channel exits to the north and east. More than a dozen withered corpses are scattered around the room. These slain dwarves and orcs still wearing the remnants of their armor. Floating above them is a skull engulfed in green flame.
Oh.
oh.
Oh, hey, is that undead?
Yes, it is.
Initiative.
And with that, I need an initiative roll.
Of course you do.
I feel like we're trick or treating.
I feel like we're getting our ass kicked.
Lovingly.
Yes, we sense it.
0. I went 0.
Wouldn't be combat without a 1
Oh
roll.
my
from-
gosh. Oh, it's just so funny because it's so different than my other character that I have.
So I don't know what you all rolled, but your opponents rolled very poorly.
Oh, I don't think they
See
beat
any
me.
of
Did you roll a
She's
0
gonna
again?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I did.
she's in the next fight.
I'm in the next round, I guess. Ooh.
That's hilarious. And boom.
Oh.
Oh.
them. Ugh.
Mm.
Oh, it had to be zombies.
Oh, there's a lot of them too.
This
So is
contract.
that Bellows? Oh, you're probably gonna ask him.
So the,
I wish I was 5th level, out of character.
Say that again?
I wish I was 5th level.
Oh, yeah. So do I. No.
Oh my gosh. If
I
we were
wish-
5th level, we'd be able to attack twice, Alori.
I'd be able to drop all 8 skeletons at once.
I wish I
Yeah.
could turn undead too.
Lori, top of the order. What would you like to do?
So is this contraption that's between us and them so large that we can't actually see them, or what? This looks like kind of what?
So the whole thing is that it's the part of the mechanical part is up high, so there's a clear area that's kind of underneath that you can see that the flame skull is kind of getting these zombies to kind of stand up off the ground, right? Their movement is slow and purposeful. They're not Romero zombies. They are, zombies of old. So they're not 28 days later barreling towards you.
Brains.
Can you walk under that thing?
Yes, you can. So basically, there's like a box there. That's where the furnace is, and then there's a bellows that is powered by the thing, and that's kind of pushing air into the furnace. Where the bellows is, it's collapsed, so it's up tall above the area, and you can walk underneath it without much difficulty.
Okay.
Just 0 difficulty.
Yeah.
All right, so Laura's gonna be like, "Okay, everybody, scatter too. That looks like a spellcaster if I've ever seen one." Floating, flaming skulls. Pulling out the bow. Oh my lord!
Oh no.
Roll another d20 for me, Lori. Please get above a 5. Okay,
oh
so
no!
Oh no, I don't even know what I
Oh,
want
no.
instead.
It looked like a 16 on my screen.
I
Yeah.
thought, yeah, I thought I
So
saw
Alori draws his bow
Oh
back,
gosh.
and he's too excited about the possibility of taking down this skull, and it snaps the bowstring. The bow is now effectively useless.
It's
Understood.
okay, Alori, I've got another bow that I'm terrible at.
I heard it's hardly used. Well, I am casting aside the bow. I'll be throwing it to the ground then.
Okay, Leo, you're up.
Leo moves to there, and you said we can see underneath the bellows and such.
That is correct.
And he will.
Breakdance.
Well, you know, it's funny you say that. He
He's
actually pulls
spinning.
out his shawm and he starts playing a tune that sounds vaguely like shadoobie, shattered, shattered, boom, shadoobie, and cast shattered.
Nice.
Let me target all these creatures. I can get them all, right?
You can get them all. They're a nice fireball shatter formation for you.
Whew.
Holy cow, I don't even... So there's some failures in there.
All right.
Wow, that just changed the encounter.
No.
Holy moly!
Dang.
Yeah.
Very impressive,
very
Alori.
much.
I think it's been a while since we've given you inspiration. I think you deserve it for that one.
And then he will continue moving to get away from everybody else to there.
Yeah, guess who
Yeah.
the next target's gonna be? Yeah.
And yes, again, take that inspiration. Durst, you're up.
Yendra turns and proposes to Leo after that because it was just so epically impressive that she may never
Wow.
mock him again.
All right.
Wow.
Durst is going to try his other spell.
Hey,
never-
hey,
This
Durst,
makes it a whole lot
Durst?
easier.
Yeah.
Morden's
Oh.
found you, and he is surging you right now as though you're 5th level.
Okay. So Durst, that was 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And we're going to have some
Whoa.
turn undead. So this is going to look a lot like what Leo just did. Does the flame skull count as undead?
That's a really good question. I don't think he does. He's necromantic, but I don't know that he's undead.
Okay, so I can't target him, I guess.
Am I, for anyone who's used a flame skull before, am I addressing this incorrectly?
There was lots of them in Curse of Strahd, but I don't remember.
Hold on a second.
They must be.
They're
yeah.
tiny undead.
Yeah, because you had to pour holy water on them to get rid of them.
Yeah.
So
They're tiny undead. I
So,
mean, they're
as I was, you can target him as well.
Okay.
How
It's
does
not
Turn
gonna
Undead
really-
work in 5th edition?
So then the other question I have is, given this is the case, are the zombies half CR? This is way out of character.
No, they're not.
Are they more than half CR?
Yes.
Damn it! Then it doesn't matter.
Okay.
Oh.
No need for surgery.
Well, you kind of notice that the furnace has markings of Morden all over it.
Oh.
So yeah, here comes the save. Everything failed? No, there's been a couple of successes.
Wait, no,
Wait a
they
minute.
are. Zombies are 1/4 challenge rating.
Then why these particular zombies have 22 hit points? I can't imagine that being a one
No, it
quarter.
says what it says. It is. It says 22 hit points, 3d8 plus 9. Challenge rating is 1/4.
Okay, as I was. They are very much
At
So
least that's what
so
it says in Roll20 in the compendium.
anything that ends up with it, if that's true, anything that ends up with this turned effect, other than the flame skull, is toast. Just disintegrate.
Destroyed, right?
Yeah.
Right.
I don't know
huh?
how to apply that to. Oh no, wait. There
That's
we go.
okay. You do get the
Yeah.
sense, Durst, that when you're leaving this room, you will not continue to have this energy. Okay.
Gotcha. Okay.
So he's never leaving.
Yeah.
So yeah, everything that is turned goes bye-bye.
I'm trying to delete it. It's taking a little bit of time.
Yep. Gotcha.
Well, maybe I should be proposing to Durst
but-
instead.
Close my door. It's okay. You all right?
7 failed as well. Wow. You made this a much faster encounter. I appreciate that as the DM.
I appreciate that, DM.
You're okay. That is, after I'm doing this one, that is the final one that gets removed. Everything else is as it was.
How come they still show up in the...
Oh, yeah. I guess I just
Combat
removed
effect.
their. I guess I
Okay.
just removed their token on the board as opposed. So zombie 5 and 2 are the only ones.
It's pretty easy for you because in the combat tracker they show which ones are turns. You can just
Right.
poof them off the combat tracker.
Oh, that's true.
How-
Oh, yeah.
Huh.
It does
Well,
say
I must
that-
have accidentally
Deleted the wrong one.
deleted one of them that was wrong. That's okay.
Oh,
Moradin was
don't-
behind you.
don't delete one. Oh, well.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, I've already removed him from the map.
Ah, gotcha. Okay. Yeah. However you work it out. There were 2 or 3 that saved.
Ah,
You did a thing. Oh, you did a thing.
that's okay. I forgot that
Just
this
make
room was
5
in
full
here.
strength.
I forgot this room was in here, and honestly, I was going to have you guys skip it anyways. But I needed to make sure you guys became 5th level by the time you were done, so I figured killing all these zombies kind of would help that a little bit.
How much for killing Psy? Just kidding.
If you
I
like,
like Psy too.
I was going to say,
Otherwise,
I-
you're getting
for killing
a guided bolt
Yendra.
in the face.
No.
we are not Javelin sisters.
all right.
I
So
like that. Javelin Sisters. I don't know.
so Durst, you just kind of decimated the zombie horde that was in front of you, and the flame skull is not a happy camper at this point.
You skipped me.
Oh, I'm sorry, Yendra. Sorry.
He doesn't get to do a lot other than cower and run. So
Do, 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 do,
The-
do.
What was the DC? Oh,
14.
oh, wow. Okay.
Wow. He did roll bad.
Do, 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 do,
Someone's
do,
excited.
do. Yeah, it's undead. I get to like smote it.
You get to do
sacred
extra,
gear, Lots
extra.
of divine
Yeah.
smitey. Oh
He's
my
not
god.
dead.
Oh, there was some ones. I know. Look, but 2
Oh.
8s. I mean, that's still
So-
impressive.
That's average.
Whirling the flail above her head and just smacking it like she's Babe Ruth, Yendra cleanly clocks that flame skull. Unfortunately, it kind of snaps it out of the whole notion of running away at this point because it has received damage.
Yeah.
And it is the flame skull's turn. He's having a hard time deciphering which way to point his meaningful damage, and he decides that he's going for broke. He's going to go ahead and move here, and because he has to stay kind of within. Oh, actually, Durst, that gives you a free attack of opportunity. Go ahead and take it.
All right.
Flame Skull still has turned on it, by the way.
Yeah.
No, he got hit, so.
It
Right.
should take it away when
Oh,
it's hit. Yeah.
got you. I thought you're talking logistics. Like, got
Do
you.
you give the turn
Big
back
word.
to me then, or do I just swing it?
Just swing it. If you haven't
Okay.
targeted it, so I think it should be okay.
Yeah. Okay.
That's a
Nice.
connection. Battle X
Knock it
about
out the
to
park.
break him in half.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, and wow, you guys really did do a wonder on this. So the flame skull kind of cracks in two as it drops to the ground. Its intention, by the way, was to back up and drop a fireball just out of its range to hit both you and Yendra. It felt like it could handle the rest of the group because it hadn't seen it the rest of the group do any damage.
Can
Sorry, go ahead.
Yendra do a religion check? I've never come across one of these as Yendra, so
You can because you also notice that the last zombie just kind of falls apart. It was clearly being necromantically created by the flame skull, and with its passing, it loses its effective like cohesion. So go ahead.
Can Durst roll a religion check as well?
Sure.
Can
Oh.
Arabella roll an astonishment check?
Yes.
Durst is on fire.
The power of Moradin is strong.
I feel like that's a will save. Oh, so that would be Constitution, right? Will is will is wisdom, right?
Yeah.
Is she amazed? She is amazed.
Yes.
That's important. Let's be honest here.
What is she amazed at?
Them killing it. Everything
Oh.
so fast. You guys killing them so fast.
Yeah, don't forget she's still fighting next round.
That's true.
Yeah. Yeah.
What?
So
I haven't even gone yet.
So what would you like to know about Durst? You can pretty much know anything you want to know about the Flame Skull. I can give you details, but I don't know how much of it is important to the rest of this particular adventure. You know everything. I will promise you that you don't even have to roll a history check. If you come across another Flame Skull in this adventure, you will know what is going on.
I guess would Durst have basically remembered learning that about killing flame skulls, and are they done down?
So normally you'd have to so usually the flame skulls have an energy presence around them, a necromantic energy presence that kind of allows the skull to fly around. With your last battle axe swing, it actually cracked the skull and it fell into multiple pieces. There's not a concern that you're having, and whether or not it was Moradin assisting you with this particular damage or something else, there's not a fear that this thing's gonna collect itself, put it back together, and continue on.
Okay.
You did get a sense, though, as you make that final cleave, that that the flame skull was it originally a cleric of Cyric, chaotic evil deity, and there's a strong possibility that Moradin's influence during this particular fighting sequence was in no small way a way of getting back at Cyric.
I love that. DM, give
Absolutely.
yourself a point of inspiration.
Thanks. You don't
But
know
don't
it, but
use
that's
it
how
on me.
Sai gets
That's
inspiration
later.
when you all think I should get it.
Yeah.
Okay. So now Sai has inspiration. Okay, so I want to go ahead and speed this up just a little bit. So the DM's going to go, don't go south.
Back
I
to the
wasn't
stairs going
to.
up.
No, there's a thing here.
Yeah,
On
it's
the
over
east side.
there.
Okay.
Wait for the holy light of Ilmater.
Come on, Sai.
Someone please grab Sai.
Oh gosh.
Ah.
Put him in your backpack, Durst.
He's in there all by himself now.
I keep moving the map. Rather than,
Yeah.
Sai's just kind of dumbfounded, like Arabella, like I didn't even cast a single spell.
Yeah.
This is weird.
We both failed our wisdom saving throws. We are amazed.
The cavern.
Was there something in that room? Did something happen back there?
Yeah.
There's
I
a
don't
terrible
know.
smell. But,
Oh, Lori, I mean, I noticed that you broke something. Would you like a bow that works?
So the cavern. The cavern has a kind of an odd shape, and that is the fact that
It's a long bow.
this particular opening is one where there's a lot of walls that are natural, and yet at the same time there is defined stonework that has a definition of multiple rooms in this area. One that's kind of a little bit farther north, leading to a set of built-in natural staircase going down, and then a double door set that's directly in front of you.
Oh no, I did something. Come on, where is it?
To the doors?
All right.
To the doors.
Sorry, I was trying to find something.
Boom.
Well, anyway, you can get. I think I had like 16 arrows left. I think 16 or 15 arrows, so you can add that to your inventory too.
Thank you.
I was trying to find it, but I think it got erased when I erased the bow. So
Sorry, I'm trying to read this next area, and it's not.
It doesn't exist? Okay, we'll go the other way.
North.
The northernmost
happy
door
ending
is
room.
scorched and cracked. Its iron hinges partially melted. And the western double doors are just as damaged, but stand slightly ajar. So there's not, you don't, like, you can kind of peer into the room without opening it up, but.
Ooh, I'll peer in and use divine sense.
Okay. So tell me exactly what sorts of things you can sense.
Oh,
wasn't
bad
it
puns.
fiends? Undead.
Your radar's going crazy with the bad puns.
Celestial fiend or undead.
Celestial fiend or undead. Okay.
Something
So-
I imagine
so-
all these monsters in that room checking their cards. I'm good.
So
Ah!
you kind of peer into the room, and because there hasn't been a whole lot of commotion outside the room, you kind of can. I need a perception roll.
Okay.
Just Yendra.
Just Yendra, she's the only one at the door.
Okay.
Well, technically Durst is.
Oh, I'm not percepty.
Never mind. Room looks very empty.
Oh gosh.
All right, nothing here.
Okay. What are you planning on doing?
Really, I don't believe you. I feel like I need
Why-
to check every single room. What if
Why-
there's like gold in there and you just didn't see it?
Well, it is kind of dark. I can only see just a little past the door. But if you want to walk in there, fellow human, and check out the room, go ahead.
Well, I can't really see any better than you.
Take an elf with you.
It's alright.
Durst will take a look in there.
Okay. Durst, give me a perception check.
Never playing a human again.
It's great, ain't it?
Right? Who
All
wants
right.
to play?
So Durst, we're going to give you the 16.
Yeah.
You're kind of like, you kind of have a slightly different angle on the door, and you kind of see there's a series of workbenches to the north of this of the table, and change the rooms. Hold on 1 second.
Yeah, who wants to play a human? It's a fantasy game.
I know. I play one in real life.
I like playing humans because it causes a bit of a challenge.
Exactly.
but it isn't for everyone. I will admit that.
Variant humans are a ton of fun.
Oh, challenge: play a halfling. You're blind and you're little.
Yeah.
But you're lucky.
Yeah, there you go.
They're not
Dragonborn.
reacting, so.
Sorry, I'm trying to.
I tell everybody there's a bunch of workbenches in there. Doesn't seem to be much else.
Let's kill them.
No, that's
Must
not
be
exactly
evil.
true. So you're rather fortunate again that you haven't. Have you guys seen anything yet?
No.
I don't see anything.
Come on now.
I just see the little workbench.
This thing just like zips right by your vision, and it kind of it turns around. The main part of the ball of energy that or creature that's floating in midair kind of walks right by you, and all of a sudden one of the tentacles kind of hears you kind of stir with a when you see it kind of float by, and it looks back at you. I need to know what you want to do, and I need to know right this second.
Oh my gosh.
Kill it.
Durst's gonna move into the room, I guess.
Okay, just as you're touching the door, you hear Morden go, "You're not that level."
Then we're going
quietly.
to run to the steps, I guess, to the north.
Okay.
What? We're running? Oh.
So
Sorry,
next
guys.
thing you know, you
Arabelle
hear
wants
that
all
like,
the
the
gold.
doors kind of slam on the other side as this thing is like hitting against the door, trying to get it to come apart. The reality is that he's not small enough to fit through the crack, and
He has no hands to open the door.
and no one, it doesn't have the means to open the door.
What y'all see in there? What are you running for? Should I run?
I don't
I
know.
don't
didn't
know.
see anything.
I think
Was
it
there
might have
gold-
been a
Was
beholder.
there stuff in there? I really wanted to
A
go in there.
beholder?
A beholder?
Oh,
What the
well,
heck
they're
is that?
evil. We have to kill it.
No.
But they're evil.
I didn't see
Moradin
anything.
gave me a.
I don't follow Moradin.
I know, but Moradin said we should run.
So Sai's like running right next to you as you're taking
Well,
off to
I'll
the north.
run
Go, what'd you
next to
see?
you.
What'd you see?
I
I don't know. It was a ball that had a giant eye in the center and more eyes coming off of it.
So I need y'all to make a decision whether or not you want to go in there or if you're heading off. But I don't want to split the party up.
I'm heading off. Moradin told me what to do.
I'll stick with Durst.
Sticking with Durst.
Sai usually sticks with me.
Lady Yendra, we're running.
Okay, I look around, make a mental note. All right, okay, I'll remember where this place is. We'll come back after.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she who gets lost under shoe is gonna find this place again.
If we weren't ending tonight, Yendra would totally have gone through that door.
If we weren't entering tonight, the DM wouldn't have artificially raised the CR level of that particular creature to keep you moving.
And Yendra
Gonna
would say,
say.
What does CR? What is
Whatever
this
that
stand
means.
for?" Yeah. Crash right through the door? Yeah.
All right, a narrow ledge overlooks a large cavern that houses a surging, seething body of water. The rhythmic booming heard throughout the mines is louder here. At regular intervals, a fresh surge of water funnels into this chamber and slams against the wall below the ledge. The echoes suggest that this cave might be one arm of a much larger cavern to the northeast.
Okay.
And may I just say, I don't believe I've ever seen Durst have such great movement in this whole adventure. That run.
Right? Durst is getting the PG-13 beep out of here.
Yeah.
Yendra's
All right.
still looking back longingly. But it was evil.
So,
My bad.
no, you're fine.
Myself.
I need to know whoever's last coming across that cavern.
It will be me.
Okay? Make a dex save.
Aren't you the one with the light though?
Yeah.
Of course, Of course, you're kind of being led on by people with.
That's right.
All right, so again, the wave kind of crashes up against the thing, and for a second there, you just make one extra step, and had you not, you would have been slammed up against the wall behind you. All right. So, Sai's interested in waiting for Yendra to approach.
Durst figures that she's being slow because she can't see much, and so he's going to cast light on his warhammer on his back.
Okay.
Gets a lot brighter.
Wow, I can actually see now. We can stop holding hands now, Sai.
That wasn't Sai.
Husband?
I was gonna say the infidelity.
Already? It's only been 10 minutes.
I'm just moving up. Tell me when I should stop.
Go about another 20 feet and then stop, and I need you, Durst, you specifically need to make a perception check for me.
Okay.
This is something that only dwarves and or gnomes would know about.
Oh, yeah.
I'm a gnome.
Totally.
You're a gnome? Is that what you said?
Arabella's a gnome, yeah.
You're like
I keep forgetting about you're like 1/16 gnome on your mother's side. Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Durst, you have this weird, eerie feeling as you walk into this area because it's just reminiscent of the much larger cavern that would have been a something that you saw from the Red Brand hideout, and you kind of have a secondary thought of again. The passageway. Okay, wait a minute. This passageway is barely 4 feet high and is obstructed by rounded boulders and pebbles. It might have been a stream bed, though no water flows here now. And basically, your perception check makes it clear that the dwarves who built this area must have diverted the stream into the channel leading into the secondary area where you were like dealing with the wave crashing against the wall.
Gotcha.
And then, so historically, you get the sense that the earthquakes that rocked Wave Echo Cave during the final spell battle of the Orc invasion collapsed the floor in this area so like the stream was naturally going in that direction, and then there was a cave-in of sorts that you get the sense of. You rolled incredibly well, that's why I'm giving you all this detail. And it reintroduced just like a much stronger surge, and that's why the waves keep hitting really hard on the other side. I also need let's see. Let me see real quick. Come on now. Also, so as you kind of peer down into the ravine, you happen to notice that, and you kind of push Arabella back as she's kind of coming forward, not sure whether or not the light from your back either or her vision might not have the acuity to see that far away. There are multiple bugbears that are in the cavern floor, clearing away rock and debris. And across the way, there is where the V is, you see a female drow, and she appears to be providing commands to the various bugbears about how to go about clearing out this particular area.
How deep is that chasm?
20 feet deep.
Ugh. All right.
However, it's not the same level of steepness that you've seen in other parts of the thing, and you get the sense that a relatively low DC strength or athletics check could get you to the basin without taking any damage. It's much more. Right. It's much more like this than like that.
All right. that drow's our target, I believe. Everyone, right? Because we know that there's a drow that we're after.
Mhm.
So
A doppelganger drow.
Well,
the
do we know
drop
if
off
he's a
of
doppelganger
water
or not?
is right now concealing any sound that you're making. I'm going to give you all a second to decide how you'd like to approach.
Charge.
Can you point out where she is?
Straight there.
There's
I
a
don't know
V.
how to Valak.
You might have to scroll the map out.
She
they're
seems
down to
really,
the
really
north.
far away. Should we sneak up and try to sneak up?
We'll sneak as
I
close.
can't do anything from this
We'll
far
sneak
away.
as close as we can.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
I really can't do anything from this far away.
So here's my athletics check to get down.
My plan is to stay
Oh
as
my
far
gosh,
away
it was
as possible.
almost a 1. Okay, well, we'll follow behind him.
How far can I get before you think they'll kind of hear us?
Again, the two bugbears are focused directly against the walls that they're pointing at. Hold on. Sorry, guys. Hold just 1 second. I'm trying to. Did I just give you guys a full rest?
You just did.
All right.
I feel great.
You know what? It doesn't matter. Sometimes the DM makes mistakes, and your favorite deity provides you with all sorts of opportunities. That just happens sometimes.
I guess I missed what was spit out drink worthy. What was spit out
Oh.
drink worthy?
Your
I
roll.
thought you were giggling about your roll.
Oh,
Yeah. But the +6 makes it less drink spitting worthy.
I know. Well, I was watching Durst's dice roll, and it was almost a 1. And then I said that and rolled, and then I rolled a 2.
All right. So you didn't. Okay. So Durst, you make it down, and you're kind of getting closer and closer there, and all of a sudden, both
my
ladies in your party just come just like clink, and smash into the riverbed below.
Oh man.
I didn't want you to be alone.
Seriously, what? Next person's gonna roll a 4?
Well, let me move y'all. You are in the river.
Oh, in that.
All people to actually roll well. Durst. I mean, really?
Yeah.
guess
Go
that's
ahead
how
and roll initiative now, because they're aware that you're there.
Sorry, guys. The one thing I'm good at, I wasn't good at. Okay. Oh man,
Well, we've
We
never
said-
been the sneak group. I mean, this is not.
this is not a sneak group. I mean, gosh.
No.
I believe at one point Durst actually was giving off rays of light like a disco ball. So, you know,
That's correct.
Very, very nice. Okay, has everyone rolled initiative?
Yeah.
Leo, you're up.
Okay, so Leo probably couldn't see any of them, but he could hear all the loud clatter of armor falling down a hill and going splash into some water.
Well, we were
Uh,
talking about what we were doing.
So he's going to move forward, attempt to slide down the hill, I guess.
Go ahead and roll
That's
your
what-
strength check
strength
or athletics.
or acrobatics.
No, athletics. The whole trick is you got to hold on to the wall.
Okay, so he's in the water too. Hi, ladies.
we are going to be TPK'd.
Hi, ladies. What's up?
Which, by the way, we're going to go ahead and give you all 2 points of damage for rolling
Oh.
directly into the river.
Oh my gosh.
I didn't
What's up,
realize the
ladies?
stream CR rating was going to be 10.
I'm melting.
You're like, oh yeah, it's relatively easy climb down.
Sigh, Misty Step. that
So I
that
would
gentle
assume
slope is dangerous.
that is Leo's turn.
That is Leo's turn. I'm going to let you all control the initiative down. So, Elora, you're up.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Watch out for that first step.
30.
It's a bleep.
Oh. Do-do. Huzzah!
Nice.
Lori kind of becomes like our friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, just straight down, no problem.
Now, the only place there's light.
Lori,
is
it didn't
where
even
Durst
affect your
is.
movement. You're allowed to move again.
So the only place there's light is where Durst is right now, right? We're in the dark otherwise.
Yeah.
Nope.
So right
I
now
have
you
light.
have this like light source in your face. You're not even quite sure what's beyond Durst because again, like if you can kind of think about how light works with your, it shrinks your pupils up. So you can't see much beyond Durst as like if he was to turn around, you'd be like, oh, enemies. But he's definitely headed sneakily in that area, albeit kind of. Actually, I'll take that back. Durst probably looked back when everyone fell into the river, so the light's pointing in the correct direction at this point. And you can just barely make out his facial expression of, I can't believe what group I'm in, as you kind of walk by.
But yeah, Yendra has light too. Don't forget that.
Oh,
I will use.
Fair
I will
enough.
use my full movement then, my dash, and I will come up next to Durst with my talon and shield ready.
Okay. Arabella, you are up.
All right. I will 5, 10, 15, 20.
Well, you have to spend 15 movement getting up.
There. That's it. Then, oh, wait, I can run, dash, or whatever.
Yep.
I can do that. So then, that's 50, that's 30, so 5.
Well, that would have been your dash, right? Because you had to use up 15 to get up out of the water.
Yeah, but I have 30 movement speed.
Right.
So 15 plus 15 is my movement.
Yeah.
So now I get dash, and I can do an extra 30.
Correct.
So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. In his face.
All right. Bugbear ones go. Let's find out which one is that.
You remember when
The one directly in
Yendra
front of you.
did this?
Yeah, this didn't work out so good for Yendra. She got crit twice.
Twice?
Well, maybe it was once. Somebody
Crit
got
enough.
twice.
Yeah.
Crit enough. That's a good way to put it. Okay. The bugbear that had the shovel out kind of drops it, grabs its morning star that was leaning up against the wall, and swings back against you, Arabella. Come on. And the roll is a connection. Not a critical hit, but a solid hit against Arabella. And you get hit with this morning star, and you're kind of reminded, wow, these bugbears really are, hefty creatures as it connects with you. Bugbear 2, where are you? He's up on the wall. You kind of see him unsheath some javelins from some pouch that he has slung around his back. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. As he rains down a javelin against a lorry. Did it? Nope. Come on now. The die roll. The suspense. Let's happen. All right. So he connects, not with a natural 20, but with an augmented 20. And again, using the javelin as he should, as opposed to trying to poke it like a spear, connects with a lorry for quite a bit of damage. You're just out in the open, right? There's this river running through this area, and suddenly the DM is incredibly happy that he accidentally gave you all a long rest. The next bugbear, directly near Arabella, moves forward and getting a little bit of an advantage by kind of he goes ahead and takes the time to flank you. And again, the bugbears kind of move with a sort of coordinated element that gives them just a little bit more of an advantage. Did it attack? No. Come on. Okay, dude. Oh, there we go.
That does not hit.
It does not hit you. Did he not? Oh, I guess he didn't have you targeted. What's your armor class?
16.
So the second bugbear swings and just barely misses Arabella. Last up, the female drow.
Wait, doesn't he have an advantage if he's flanking?
So they're not rogues, right? And I'm not giving them that series of advantage. It's just a matter of unless does advantage again.
Rogues don't get that kind of advantage.
Rogues don't. So they actually get
don't
advantage.
No, they don't. If they're flanking, then no.
Flanking is an optional combat roll.
Right.
Yeah.
It's up to the DM. If he wants to give it, he can. If
Right.
he doesn't, he doesn't.
I think for 1 through 5th level, we're going to let it slide.
Okay.
We'll come back in January and decide with the campaign whether or not that's going to be in effect.
Okay. Just thought I'd ask because that's what flanking does.
Okay. Durst, the drow kind of immediately locks eyes with you, and you get this sense that it knows everything that's in your head. It knows why you're here. It knows what you're looking for. It knows everything. And that's all it does.
Okay. All right.
Yendra, you're up.
All right, I will stand up. I can move diagonally like that. 5, 10, 15 to there.
Yep.
All right, and even though there is one there, I don't want Arabella getting in the same trouble that I was in recently. So I will pull out one of those javelins.
Are you really wanting to target Arabella?
Yeah, I was
Oops.
gonna say.
And you hit her. Very
That's a
well done.
connection.
I
So
don't
I
want
assume I
Arabella to
hit
be
her.
in the same trouble I was in, so I'll put her down.
So we changed it so you're hitting Bugbear 3.
Yeah. There we go.
I'll put her down. We are not javelin sisters.
And the Bugbear behind Arabella has taken a javelin to the back calf. Its movement will probably be slightly hobbled by that damage. Durst, you're up.
All right. Durst is twigged out by the drow, and he is going to target her with guiding bolt.
Yeah.
I
Nice.
did not mean to roll 2.
Oh.
I clicked the button once. Luckily,
I
the
think
first button
one
was a hit.
Okay.
Nice.
You know what I'm thinking? This is what I'm thinking.
I do love
All right.
guiding bolt.
As Durst, you kind of throw this spell directly against the drow, and as you hit it, it kind of shimmers off, and it's no longer a drow. It is the bluish creature that had run away from you earlier.
Oh.
All right, and because of the other part of the effect, I am going to give Sai, since he's going next. If he targets her, he gets advantage against her.
Okay.
Yeah.
We will see if Sai successfully scales that wall. Exciting.
If he does not, I will move the advantage to somebody else. Because
Well, the
whoever
advantage just goes to whoever hits her next.
Okay.
hits her next.
Or targets her next.
Yeah.
So Sai
Just the
makes it
next
to that
attack.
part of the wall and it attempts to... I'm sorry, Durst, were you done with everything?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's as much as I can do. Although I should move, I guess.
Go ahead and feel free to move.
I'm going to flank this guy.
Oh, man,
Nice.
Sai's on point today. He does this kind of like flick out with his legs and slides down the embankment. gets to there.
And
Don't-
she's all glowy and sparkly, by the way. That's what gives the advantage.
Right.
Well, it's not really a she anymore. It's kind of a it.
Yeah.
Shit.
Hey.
Oh, so good. I love working with this crew. So yeah, he's gonna reach out.
Is that
and
Gumby up there?
what now?
Is that Gumby up there? Where's Pokey? What's
Nice.
Come
accidentally
on,
and reaches out with a finger to just reaches out with a ray of frost. And I realized but the first one is a hit, so we're good. Actually, we'll try again just to see if he can crit with it.
Nope.
Negative, but it's still a hit. And
Someone sounds sad.
yeah, I have to get water from my puppy. So hits her with a ray of frost, and is it the top of the order? Yes.
Yep.
Leo, make things happen,
You have to
man.
remove that advantage effect.
I think you can remove it now. If you
It
click
looks
on
like
that.
I can. Yeah. Okay.
Well, while the puppy's getting water, I'm going to get some water too. I'll be right back.
I'm gonna get some more whiskey.
Yeah.
There's water in whiskey.
That's adult water, I guess.
Yeah.
There we go. Sorry.
So, is there any kind of check to get out of the water?
No, I mean while the water is moving rather rapidly, it's shallow enough for you to just stand up, right?
And is there any kind of check to climb the hill?
Yes, you'd have to do the same athletic strength to kind of scroll up the hill, scramble up the
I'm
hill.
going to try to scramble up the hill.
All right, do it.
Nice.
You make it with very little effort, so basically you can do it as a flat movement. So you're get to just the top of the hill.
That's all my movement, or do I have a little bit left?
No, because you had to get yourself up out of the water.
Okay.
In fact,
all right. No, that's
hypothetically,
cool.
you wouldn't have made it to the top. But again, the DM is feeling like today's the final day of this adventure.
So Leo will look at Bugbear 2 and say, what smells worse than a dead goblin? A live bugbear.
Oh, nice one. I like that.
And viciously mock him.
Do some damage. Let's see what the roll is. Oh, excellent. He failed his save. Do some damage.
Very nice.
So he will
Crit failed his save.
He's damaged, and he is at disadvantage on his next attack.
Fantastic. Alori, you are up.
Wait a minute.
Oh, sorry.
With the it's fine, but with the how far can I do that?
I have
Within
to
60 feet of a creature that can hear you. How long? I can say, Arabella, you look beautiful slashing those creatures, and grant her some bardic inspiration.
Excellent.
Andrew gets jealous.
Alori, you're up.
We are no longer javelin sisters.
That's right.
This is not the triangle we need right now.
There is no triangle. It's more like a
Durst, take advantage. Or take
like
take
a partial
inspiration.
triangle. Because it's like
So can I see
I
the
don't.
blue
I'm
thing?
trying to
up
figure
there?
Oh, absolutely.
Trying to figure out the shape. That's not what I'm doing. Because it's like Yendra, right, and Leo, and then Arabella's over here. But it's only one way, so. sorry.
That's a hit.
Nice.
Oh,
Using my action surge.
nice.
How often can you
you're
action
picking up a
surge?
drow.
It's after a short rest, and since you gave us a long rest.
Everyone's got it. Yep.
We are taking advantage.
Like
Yeah,
a stranger.
it's quite all right. So 2 arrows shot from a lorry lodged deeply into this blue creature that's standing before you.
Oh, man.
Unfortunately, when I say lodge, I mean into its pinky toe as he rolls a
Gosh.
1 for damage.
I'm really sorry. It must be a cursed bow.
Arabella, you are up.
in his last one.
Okay. So would I have noticed that? No, I guess I don't think I would have noticed. I would have been looking straight ahead. All right, so I'll target this guy in front of me. Numero uno. And then I will smack him with my maul.
The Maul of Doom, leaning over Arabella's head, comes down and
Miss it.
hits the floor directly in front of
You got a
her.
Oh, wait, I
You
have
got a
inspiration.
D6.
I have
Yes.
inspiration. I'll use it. Oh, just a 1.
Did you just
Oh,
roll?
it didn't go in the chat. It didn't go in the chat. It's
Doesn't
not
count.
going in the chat.
There you go.
Wait a minute, why'd you roll a d6?
She
Bardic
did.
inspiration. I did not mean to roll that second one. I was just trying to put it back in the bottom of the
I'm
page.
so
You add
confused.
the 4 to the 15, so
Oh,
It's a
okay,
bardic
yeah. So,
inspiration.
boom, it,
Yeah.
it connects solidly. Go ahead and do your
Sorry.
damage.
There was so much fumbling on my part. What did I roll? A 3 and a 5. That's pretty good.
All right, so the maul comes down, smacks the bugbear clean into the chest, and he's winded slightly.
Sure. I'll do an action search. Why not?
here comes the crit.
Did the damage actually occur to him?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Good.
That's good. Did it work? I hit.
Yes, she connects again smacks directly, wins him, comes back for the backhand, and does waiting for the damage roll. Audience members.
What? He's not dead yet?
2 solid connections of the maul, but he has not dropped yet.
Man.
Bugbear 1, incredibly damaged, incredibly pissed right now at
I'm sorry.
what?
I would like to do my brutally second wind. So, oh my gosh, I'm trying to get it. Here we go.
I love when she whispers us, so it's like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
the DM is stunned by the whisper.
Sorry.
So again, the bugbear who's just been slammed by this maul repeatedly.
Because that is a bonus action. I'm good now.
Come on now. Connects with his Morning Star against Arabella, dealing how well we're about to find out. Dealing a very sizable amount of damage as Arabella is almost pushed out of her square, but not quite, so that the other bugbear still has an opportunity to flank. The first bugbear doesn't move though to provide that opportunity. Durst, you hit bugbear 2, but it really is more kind of ticked off having seen the damage that Arabella has done to his brethren, that he is not having it. Let's see if he hits. He's at disadvantage, so no.
Oh, wait.
What?
You had a lorry targeted.
Oh, haha, funny. So never mind. I was looking at the wrong bugbear. This is the bugbear that was attacking. He was still at disadvantage due to the vicious mockery. He throws another javelin. That javelin doesn't even come close as it kind of skips along the water, settling down at your feet. Arabella or Yendra, you kind of are realizing that here's a perfectly good javelin that one might want to pick up.
Oh, come get it, Arabella. Quick, you need one.
We are no longer javelin sisters.
Bugbear 3, who now was the one I thought I was controlling on the other side of Arabella, right here, attacking down. Come on now. Connects with Arabella just barely with his Morning Star. Oh, come on now. No. Is there a way to actually improve the performance of this by not doing the actual rolls? I'm wondering. Do you know? Fantasy Ground.
Just
okay. Anyways,
you just hit advantage on it.
You're saying doing auto damage rolls or something like that?
No, I accidentally rolled to hit twice. It shouldn't have done that. There was a delay, so I'm taking the first hit. It hit. It now has done damage. It wasn't a crit. Bugbears are just that strong. They roll an extra damage die. And Arabella is heavily wounded. Next up is this glowing blue aberration. He turns around and disappears up into the darkness.
Figures.
Next to go, Yendra.
I'm not going to try to climb the hill. I'm going to go help over here. So 5, 10, 15. Oh, and stop there because I don't want to get an attack of opportunity.
Okay.
So, well, I don't remember how much movement that was. Could I have swung around wide and got to the other one? No, it's okay. I'll stop it.
Yeah,
I'll say no just because of how close you're coming to where the water drops down. There's kind of a surge of the water right there, and it slowed your movement slightly.
All right. I'm going to use my inspiration because I haven't used it yet.
Okay.
So
use your inspiration. Sorry. And that's good because I think you might have missed without that inspiration. So you hit the bugbear directly in front of you. Go ahead and deal some damage.
Nice.
Including the smite.
Boom.
Boom, and that bugbear is dropped. It is no more.
It is dead.
Okay. The next to go, Durst, you're up.
Durst's going to walk up and... Did we say that you can just pour healing potions on people?
In this adventure, you can. I don't know that that's going to be true for January, but now you can.
I was going to say, I'm pretty sure it says you have to drink it.
I am going to... It says... I think I read it and it said administer. Drink or administer.
Yeah.
There you go.
The whole notion is how do you force someone to drink it if they're already unconscious? So that's the reason why I'm letting that slide.
Yeah. Oh. So that's a 2d4 plus 2.
Yeah, I think so. 8. Yay!
So you get 8 hit points back.
Okay.
Yay!
Do you have that, or you want me to correct it?
I got it.
Okay. That is your action, correct, Durst?
Yep.
All right. So Sai, he decides that he's feeling empowered, having done some damage earlier. Unfortunately, can't target the creature that ran away though at this point. No, that's not happening. Come on now. Instead, he targets the bugbear up on the hill. Holy cow. What is going on?
Is it my turn? I hadn't... No.
It is not. I don't know why it's doing all this.
I don't know either.
Sai's got to do some magics.
I don't know why it's on me. Oh, somebody targeted like 3 people on my character?
Yeah, it's not supposed to be that way. Right now, it's Sai's turn. I don't know why it's not.
I don't know. Try it now.
Fantasy Grounds has been acting twitchy as all hell tonight.
Yeah, it's been
Is there
kind of
supposed to
weird.
be a new
now.
patch soon?
He said Twitch.
Yeah.
Nice.
I
That's for you
cannot
all out
read
on
that.
Twitchland.
Oh wait, I can read that.
So
I can't.
I can read that. Oh, he sent something else. No, that's
but connects with a roll of a 19
Yes.
Nice.
and doing size amount of damage for a D8 with 5 points of frost damage, like launching out of Sia's finger and hitting the bugbear. Who else is next? Top of the order, Leo, you're up.
So Leo will, again, as he strides a little closer to this creature, will say to him, "All right, guys, pour on the fire damage." No, wait, that's not a troll. Sorry, you just looked like one.
Nice. Vicious Mockery continues.
And it saves. Aw,
Aw.
darn. He's going to hold off on the bonus action. That will be his turn.
Okay. Next up is Alori. Alori, I'm sorry, you cannot target who you have targeted.
That was the heat-seeking missile attack.
Yeah, I see this.
All right, so I can't untarget him because you can't see him anymore.
Well, he's on the combat tracker.
Here we go.
Thank
Done.
you. And
Look
now,
at that. The newbie becoming the master. I'm just kidding.
Making fantasy ground your... never mind.
Nice.
Wow. Lori's no joke with the bow.
No.
Throws back,
He's still not dead? Oh my gosh.
but he did target the one that's up on the hill, not the one you've been wailing on.
Oh. Okay, that makes sense.
Next up, Arabella.
Now he'll be dead.
Hopefully. All right, here we go.
Yes.
A crit.
If you roll ones, I will laugh.
Oh, I can re-roll once.
Oh, that's right.
With
It doesn't matter, though.
Yeah.
I did. Yeah, I did
He
roll.
is a pile of bugbear paste.
22 damage.
Pretty good.
Your maul strikes right through him. Like, it doesn't stop. It just rips right through his... You're used to seeing this sometimes happen with edged weapons, but with huge, blunty, hammers. This is not a usual sight to see as you just rip right through that bugbear.
Oh,
The
I
only
tell you,
one you
those
have to
two-handed-
blame... I love the facial expression. So good.
those two-handed blunts are just a very
Arabella,
satisfying
take a
weapon.
point of inspiration. So Bugbear 2, he doesn't know who to attack, Leo or Alori, and unfortunately, I'm not trying to say anything, but Leo didn't do any damage last time, so it's Alori as he reaches back again and throws another javelin down into the ravine.
Well, I've been his major target since the start, so
And he knows Leo doesn't do any damage.
but you're allowed to say that because apparently you're his wife.
Only
Not
in
yet.
her mind.
And seeing that he's not gotten to a point where he's done sufficient damage to drop Alori, he was really hopeful of that. He takes the time to go ahead and move away, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Right at the edge of visible space. Leo's currently the only one that can see him.
He's there.
So, yes, the other guy goes and does something. You don't know what. Yendra, you are up.
Well, no, I can't do anything.
You can always get out of the ravine.
Leo
Yes.
did say he's over there.
Okay, so 5, 10. Athletics to get up the hill?
Yes.
Okay. Maybe this time?
Yeah.
It's enough. It's enough to crawl up the hill, but you're only going to get there even with a double movement to the top of the hill.
Okay. So right there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You did just crawl 20 feet up the face of the side, so yeah.
In chainmail with a shield.
Right.
Yeah.
Take it as a win, is what I'm trying to say here.
Yeah.
Durst, you're up.
All right, Durst's gonna move here. Is that enough visibility to see him?
No, I think the width of the ravine is not so great that you can have the right angle. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, all right. So then cancel that.
Well, no, you would have gone there to find out, right? Because that would have been a target.
You're right. Because I was going to try to drop Sacred Flame on him, but...
You knew that wasn't going to hit anyways.
I know. All right, so that's Durst's turn. Damn it,
you can take a double movement and try to get up the ravine if you want.
Oh, okay. I will attempt it. What was that, athletics?
Athletics. That's still sufficient, but you stop right at the top of the ravine.
Okay.
Okay. We're going to actually put you back where you were.
Oh, okay.
But we'll say that that's at the top of the ravine.
Gotcha.
Sai kind of follows your lead, thinking that you kind of have the right idea. He's going to attempt to make a athletics check. Come on now. So he starts scrambling up the side of the mountain and then immediately falls right back down into the river, taking 2 points of damage.
Oh, sigh.
He's been masterful up until now, though, so don't feel bad for him. Don't you dare. He doesn't want your pity. Leo, you're up.
And again, making an attempt to cause damage to him. Leo's going to say, "You do understand, thing, that you're irrelevant to the main storyline."
Nice.
Yeah.
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 Roll the damage. The vicious mockery succeeds.
Kill it. Yeah.
And it's just enough for him to be dropped.
I got him.
Very nice.
And then Leo's going to run 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 to there.
Okay. I'm going to pull you out of initiative for right now so that everyone doesn't have to roll to get back up the ravine. And given an assistance, you all can get to the top unless you want to stay in initiative.
I don't know.
Nope.
I guess not then. Okay.
Okay, so Sai makes it to the top thanks to Durst's help.
Come on, Alora, you can do it.
You don't need to roll.
So I am going to use my second window.
Oh, Alora is hurting.
Nice.
Well, not that bad anymore.
Did it go this way?
Durst's going to give Arabella a cure wounds.
Yay! Thank you.
Yeah, Man, my dogs are so loud. I love them, but
I think we could hear him drinking earlier.
Yeah,
after
I
you
could
gave
hear him.
water.
He was like,
Yeah.
That might have been me.
Alori, do you need a healing potion?
Let me see.
now I got that song stuck in my head.
which
Yes,
one?
I could use. I don't have one.
All right. Then grab one out of the thinger, the party sheet.
Yep.
It could have gone just about anywhere.
What's that unidentified item in the party sheet? Where did we get that from?
That's a potion that
It's a
we do not
potion.
have.
Oh, okay.
It's an unidentified potion.
Leo will drink it. Could be ale.
He'll drink anything.
Tea and water.
I guess we ran off. We probably should have searched the bugbears, see if they had anything on them. Oh well.
I
They're
promise
not
you,
going
there's
anywhere.
nothing of importance that the bugbears are carrying.
Okay.
It could have gone
handful
down
of
the
silver.
hallway, but
Not worth stopping for.
Ooh, silver. I feel like
I would guess that he continued
Arabella
that
would
way
get
for-
silver,
yes.
though.
The silver pieces aren't going anywhere, Arabella.
Okay. I mean, look, it's part of her thing. She
Oh,
can't
yeah.
pass it up.
I played that character when I played this one before.
What is it in your backstory actually?
Yes.
What is it?
Yeah.
Oh, that you're trying to get enough money to rebuild your noble house?
Here, let me. It's I have a hard time resisting the allure of wealth, especially gold. Wealth
Yeah, but
can
it's
help me
silver.
restore my legacy.
But it's silver.
But every bit helps.
Gotcha. Okay. The doors are closed. I need to know what you would like to do as far as.
Boom.
Oh, all right.
Oh, yay!
There is
Let's
no
do this.
checking for traps.
Boom, says the paladin.
Yeah, exactly.
What are the dotted lines in the hallway?
That
It's
that
the
is
river.
stream, the river running.
that's all I'm
under.
going to need. That is the paladin checking for
Showing
traps.
how. Okay.
That is the paladin checking for traps right there.
Yeah.
Boom.
There
Oh,
we go.
traps.
Oh.
What is that?
All right.
Oh.
Chamber of some sorts.
Oh, that looks like a
Oh.
drow.
So
Oh.
let me read this to you.
There's a giant star. We're at the end.
It's Captain America.
X marks
Star,
the spot.
yeah, star marks the spot. Love it. Okay. 6 cracked marble pillars line the walls of this hall, at the north end of which stands a 9-foot-tall statue of a dwarf seated on a throne. That's what the star is. A mighty stone warhammer across his lap. Large emeralds gleam in the statue's eyes. The dust and debris covering the floor has been swept to one side, and a campsite of sorts now spreads in front of the statue. Half a dozen bedrolls and packs are neatly arranged around the rough-built fire pit. A wooden table is this right? Yeah, weird. Okay. A wooden table stands on the west side of the room between 2 pillars. There was absolutely no notion of there being any sort of stealthiness. The creatures on the opposite side of the room were well in advance aware of your approach. And the drow elf looks at you and just goes, "It seems that I must deal with you myself. A pity it must end this way."
Agreed. A pity you must die.
Bring it on, Twiggy.
I want to check
I
something
could
real
just
quick.
imagine Yendra.
Oh,
Yeah.
Durst wants in there in a bad way.
Yeah.
I am
This-
sure you do.
Blanky Blanker killed his cousin.
Blinky Blinker.
Blanky McBlinkerton?
Lanky McBlankerton.
I need to check something, and I need just one quick second, okay? Thank you for everyone hanging in there. I know we're running a little bit late tonight, but we're finishing this game tonight.
It's okay. I don't work till 9.
Oh, I was like, it's definitely not 9 o'clock anymore.
Oh, no, I mean
But you mean
morning.
tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, but she's 2
Oh,
hours ahead of me and probably an hour ahead of you.
Yep, it's midnight here.
So what's
I
interesting
love
to
it.
you is that the drow elf that stands before you is male. And I only bring that up because of the comments that Grundon made to you all about the black spider.
Hmm.
Okay.
So
Right.
he's only ever seen the doppelganger then.
Probably.
Who
So
let
where
him
did
out of
she
the
go?
kitchen?
Okay.
I don't know where she went.
She
So I
probably
need
went
everyone to
down.
roll initiative.
I'm glad someone laughed. I would have been embarrassed.
What did you say?
I said, who let him out of the kitchen?
Nice.
Oh, I actually rolled a double digits.
I don't know what. I cannot roll initiative to save my soul.
Hey,
Your
it's
soul
not a
is
zero.
forfeit.
Yeah, pretty
At
much.
least that's not a zero.
Okay, so
That's all I
the
got to say.
the first bugbear to the right, as you're looking at him to the right of the spellcaster, activates first, moving up to here, and kind of using his momentum as he's running forward, launches a javelin at, I'm going to say it's Yendra, because it's the one he can see most clearly in the door frame.
The door opener.
The door opener, yes. And I need to let the dogs back in.
I'm now
that is a
Yendra Door
complete
Slayer.
connection. Come on. Fancy Grounds, why are you doing this? As Yendra kind of gets pierced by this javelin and kind of brought back into the door frame closer to Alori.
You hit her with a Morning Star for a lot more damage than Jeff done.
That's way too much damage.
Yep.
Oh.
Javelins are 2d6, not 2d8, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
So I'm
If
going to
he's
do this.
swinging that Morning Star, it's a
Actually,
big
a javelin's
Morning
only 1d6.
Yeah, Javelin's only 1d6.
It's a bugbear, though.
Oh, and now I'm like dying. Ow.
No. I returned back the damage. So one fewer point of damage, but the javelin is truly connected against Yendra. The other bugbear now activates. And again, because the other side of the door hasn't been opened, the only target he has is Yendra.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Yendra no learny.
Taking a cue from his bugbear brethren, he runs forward and launches a javelin.
Duck!
Miss.
And it's a miss. Durst, you're kind of amazed as it flies right by you, kind of like into the antechamber, about to enter the room. All right,
I can use
Alori,
my
you're
monk
up.
ability to catch that and throw it back, right?
Yeah, no, almost.
A monk would.
Once you're level 5, Alori.
I think they call those clonks.
All right. Coming into the room.
I need you to make a perception check, Alori.
Do.
What did you roll? A 10?
A 10.
Oh, yes. Keep going. You see nothing.
Click.
Shoot him in the face.
Yes.
Okay, that is There's no point of him trying to cast shield. That arrow's going through. Alori reaches out with Arabella's bow, draws the string, nervous that I might break, and the arrow zips right past the two bugbears and connects with the drow at the far end of the room. All right, next up, Yendra.
All right. Who's with me? Because
You can do it.
Nobody now.
Give us a second.
Oh. The flail of ill matter does not quite work with you.
Finally failed me.
Or
Yeah,
maybe something mod 6 seconds.
Yeah, no, I don't have anything to deal with misses, so I will just hang my head and cry.
All right, Leo, you're up.
Don't cry. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
I need you to make a perception check for me, Leo.
Okay, I will do so.
Click.
Okay.
Where'd everybody go?
So just as you're about to do whatever you're about to do, you happen to see kind of directly above you. Let me make sure I'm getting the right one. Yeah. A giant spider hanging down, kind of approaching you from the corner.
Approaching me.
Approaching you. And it's by natural reaction that you kind of look at the other corner and notice that one is really hanging directly over Alori as well.
Alori, look out!
Is that giant spider number 10 or just X?
Just X.
Okay. We slipped into Roman numerals. We're in trouble.
Yes.
No, see, they used to be married, but it didn't go so well, so
Yeah.
they recently divorced.
So really it should have been
Premonition.
EX,
It's
not just X.
foreshadowing.
Yeah.
It's foreshadowing in a novel.
Or it has mutant powers.
The parallelism of their
Yeah.
relationship and Yandra's and Leo's relationship for the future.
Yeah.
Leo, what would you like to do?
Relationship. Leo is going to change his plan quickly. He is going to look at the spider and say, "My God, that's the biggest spider I've ever seen, and quite possibly the ugliest." Fail.
Yay.
Yes. So it takes some damage.
Your vicious mockery affected the spider strangely.
Somehow.
And now, as it's descending, it's trying to figure out exactly how it should be trying to attack. Arabella, you are up.
Okay. So I'll go 5, 10, 15. And do I notice the spiders?
Roll me a perception check. Actually, no, you wouldn't know to do it, although Leo's not facing the back of the room, so I think naturally your head would kind of turn in that direction as you're walking in. So you see the spider that's directly above it.
Okay.
Of course she would look at me. Of course she would look at
Oh
me.
my goodness. Never mind, you see
10,
nothing.
15, 20, 25, 30. Oh, why are you moving me back?
I didn't do anything to you.
Oh, it moved
You
me.
slipped.
It's being weird. Okay. I will attack this spider with my giant maul.
All right.
Ooh.
Oh, that
My hero
did not. That didn't go into the chat bar. Hold on.
For those of you who are watching from afar, I'm going to introduce the combat tracker back to everything that's going on.
Oh,
Maybe not over the map. That's a little too much.
that's terrible.
So unfortunately, Arabella, having run in, kind of just remembered her phobia of spiders in such a way as to swing and a miss, shall we say.
Okay. Come on. Here we go.
Okay, so the drow at the far end of the room kind kind of lifts his hands up, and you see him do some sort of preparatory spell upon himself. A slight gleam kind of emanates just a little bit beyond the spellcaster. Giant Spider 1. He has 2 options on who he's going to attack, so odds, it's Arabella. Nope, it's Leo. And
He should automatically roll with disadvantage because I put it on him.
okay, yeah, he's going to attempt a bite. And
Nice.
it fails. Dropped to 16, so clearly avoided. Leo clearly avoided a vicious bite from the spider. Next up is the other spider across the way from Alori. And he's kind of seen that his compadre did not do what he was expecting. So Alori, you kind of see its back end kind of rip towards you and just launch a series of webbing.
Ew. He just pooped all over you.
I know.
Or he got really excited.
Nice, but the webbing was not successful, and Alori, while it kind of hit just a little bit of your metallic boot of your armor, it would take nothing to just simply walk past the spider. The spider on your side is still high up into the ceiling. The other one on the opposite side dropped down in order to do a bite, but it had to kind of keep its legs connected to the wall in order to not to use the web attack. What I'm trying to say is he's not in your threat range.
Okay.
The next up is Durst.
Durst's going to move to here. He's going to spend his inspiration to gain advantage and cast Guiding Bolt. Actually, no. He might cast Guiding Bolt later, but I think he's going to do Spiritual Weapon as a bonus action because that's way too much fun. And does hit. Nice.
You wouldn't have hit with the other one, so that's good.
Sweet.
And does 12 damage. Jesus.
Yeah, so Morden had your back as you launched this hammer that just kind of pops out of nowhere. You can clearly see Morden's sigil on the side as it just whams directly into the drow in front of you. Size go. Sai is going to run into the room. Let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He gets right there and is kind of freaked out by all the spiders that are in the room. But he tries to, let's see, what can he do? He's going to cast Ray of Frost on the spider that's on the floor directly next to Arabella and Leo. Come on now. Unfortunately, though, it is a miss. It's a missed attack. Top of the order. Bugbear 1. It sees Durst having approached and closes in to attack with his Morning Star. And attacks. Misses Durst. Durst, what's your armor class again? A 19?
19.
Because he scored an 18 and just flubs the roll. Next up, the bugbear in front of Yendra attacks. And he too misses the roll as Yendra is spared once again by Ilmater kind of watching over this scene. Alora, you're up.
Alrighty, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And continuing my attack on the mage.
Okay. Can you make me a perception check real quick before you do that?
Of course.
More spiders.
Maybe, maybe not. Oh, man. It's not a spider.
Uh-oh.
It had tried to remain secretive.
It's our buddy, the...
Oh.
As the doppelganger watches you run by, and you kind of catch him out of the corner of your eye as you're running, but he wasn't close enough to apply any sort of sneak attack.
Gotcha. So I will call out the doppelganger over there, and I'll, give him that point with the bow over by that direction.
He was going to sneak attack all the way from across the room?
No. He was trying to remain stealthy. I'm saying Lori didn't go right by that pillar, hence, or it would have been a...
Gotcha. Okay.
Man, you just barely hit.
I know.
And so, again, you launched the longbow, and right now the black spider was like thinking he had the upper hand all this time, but this is not turning out to the combat that he was expecting whatsoever.
Oh my gosh.
Unfortunately, Yendra comes up next and flails
This is
in front of the bugbear.
Another point of inspiration for the DM.
Sai will take advantage of that. Leo, you're up.
Again, looking at this gruesome creature that's dangling from a web and about to try to bite either me or the lovely Arabella, he will say, I've seen more threatening geckos.
Nice.
And hopefully he will not make his save, or she, whichever it is.
Nice.
The spider fails once again.
This is obviously a very sensitive spider.
Put some damage on it.
He needs to find a safe space.
Stop talking about my body.
Again, it has disadvantage on its attack.
All right. Next up.
And wait. As a bonus action, Leo's going to say, Arabella, my sweet, kill this thing, please, and grant her a bardic inspiration.
Excellent. Arabella, you're up.
Okay.
As the DM goes into 1.5 speed mode.
All right. Still targeting. Oh no, I accidentally untargeted the spider. Come on. Okay.
And we win and get all the treasure. Yay.
Nice. That's it. Wow. That's a hit.
You have a 6-sided if you desire to use it for damage.
Yeah, I will.
Nice.
So
What's the
plus
extra
5.
damage?
So plus an additional 5.
Okay. Unfortunately, this is taking a while to scroll down for whatever reason.
Here, I can do it.
No, it's fine.
Okay.
All right. And with one great sweep of the maul, the giant spider you just crush its exoskeleton in the back and just crumbles in front of you. This is not the giant spider that you fought in Thunder Tree that was far more gruesome and kind of a misanthrope. Next up is the Black Spider, who takes a second, all of a sudden taps himself, and now he's invisible.
Oh, lame.
He's too easy to kill otherwise. Lame. I take offense. The giant spider that was up on the wall attempts to attack Sai with his web. Actually, it kind of crawls along the ceiling. And then sprays down a web onto Sai.
Oh, no.
Come on now, roll. This is a hit. Sai is currently restrained.
Leo needs that.
Attempting to deliver a 1-2 punch, Valak runs right past the spider and then does a multi-attack against Sai, who is surprised at this point. So,
Why is he surprised?
because he's not prone and restrained. Wait a minute, I didn't target Sai. That one would not have hit. Second attempt, though. Actually, for restrained, would that be... Wait a minute.
It's advantage with restrained, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Prone. No, prone is advantage.
Well, regardless, he's both restrained and prone right now.
And
He
he's
would
in for
have
a world of hurt.
advantage. Yeah.
All right, so this is the just initial damage with the second claw attack. And
Oh, yeah, restrained is advantage, sorry.
Look away, Arabella. Look away.
If he's prone,
It actually didn't turn out too bad.
No, hold on. I did that wrong. So I need to... I'm going to give back 5 points of healing after this.
Oh, you put the effect on Sai, though.
Yes. So,
Ouch.
so with this bluish creature, he's just boom, 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 and the first attack actually misses, and he's really frustrated. When he comes back the second time around, it's just devastating. As like poor Sai's face is just kind of ripped with these extended claws that Valak has. Durst, you're up.
Durst really can't help Sai right now as much as he would love to.
don't worry, I got this.
He's going to move his spiritual hammer over to Bugbear 2 and attack it.
That's a hit.
Oh, for max damage. Nice. And then he's going to attack Bugbear 1 with his battle axe.
Sorry, guys.
That was
Pixel,
good.
come on. Pixel, right now. Let's go.
Pixel, you're in trouble, man.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Did that... Okay, between us, before he gets back,
All right.
did that hole open up because the dude's trying to run?
probably.
Damn it.
It's probably a miss, like a accidental
Go ahead.
deal.
Sorry, what's going on?
Nothing.
Nothing. Is done.
La la la.
La 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 la.
Okay. Sai is going to attempt to break. Actually, you know what? Let's see. What does restrained actually do?
His movement's 0.
Okay.
Or
I don't
speed
think
0.
it stops him from actually casting a spell or anything, though,
Well,
right?
if
Attack
it has-
roll, creatures' attack rolls have a disadvantage, and prone gives the creature's attack rolls disadvantage.
Okay. So
Advantage.
And it has disadvantage on deck saves.
Like, a prone creature can just move up and get out of it, but I don't know how restrained.
His
So I'm
speed
gonna do
becomes
this
0,
anyways
so he has
because
no movement.
How do you become unrestrained? Is that a strength? No, that's grapple.
Yeah, it's
I
basically
think
the same.
restrained works the same way.
Yeah.
So you'd have to do like a strength check
Well,
or
it depends
something?
on what you're restrained by. This is a web, so he would
Right.
have to break it, and it should say
Sure.
something on the web as to
Right.
what the save is to break the web. Probably a strength check.
yeah, it's a strength check. Okay, so he decides he's had enough. He targets both Valak and this doppelganger and the giant spider. And he's decided it's time to cast some Burning Hands.
No.
Does it have a somatic quality to it?
Yes. Webs are flammable.
Well, he probably can't wave his hands either if he's restrained.
There's nothing that actually states that. Hold on.
Yeah, it does. It says the webs are flammable.
No.
but
I'm
It says
saying,
that he can't wiggle his fingers and
can he do
cast the
this,
spell.
right?
Well, it just says his attacks are at disadvantage.
Right. His attacks are at disadvantage because he's prone and restrained.
And well, they both apply disadvantage, but they
Right.
don't. Disadvantage doesn't stack.
Right. And the only way you can
Yeah,
break
exactly.
prone is to stand, which takes half your movement, but his movement is 0 because he is
Because of restrained. So then I don't. Right. So
But
he has to break.
he's casting Burning Hands, which is just a area effect. So it's no
Right.
attack roll on his part. It's a deck save on theirs.
I think I'm going to give them advantage to their deck save, though.
Nah.
But the webs are flammable.
Right.
That's
So he's
right,
going to take
but-
damage from it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And he also has disadvantage on dexterity saves,
Yeah, so he's going to kill himself.
basically.
Oh, you guys have a
He's
few
only got-
death save rounds to go.
Yeah, I guess.
All right. So the giant spider successfully dodges, but Valak does not. So
Good. Glad.
No, you gave them disadvantage.
No, you gave them disadvantage.
uh,
Oh well, lucky us.
well, whatever. Good times. Well, so the giant spider rolled both. Okay, so we'll give back Valak half the damage because he doesn't fully get out of the way. Come on now. This is how you DM on the fly. Keep the game rolling. And poor Sai takes some of that damage as well, though.
Doesn't Sai sculpt?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Sai sculpts
Yeah,
around
he has
himself.
that
Well,
thing.
but it's the burning of the web that he's in. I don't think he can sculpt around the web without it. So he would take the damage. He goes down, but not so much that it's like an instant death. He's just knocked out at this point. Starting next turn, he'll be making death saves. Top of the order.
What?
What?
Yeah, Sai's
Oh, okay.
unconscious.
Size
That's right, I'm
unconscious.
sorry. I got confused on the order.
Durst.
I just want it to be my turn so I can kill him.
Nice. That's a miss. That bugbear's not going anywhere. He doesn't want to have an attack of opportunity. So the next bugbear
Combat him.
does a Morning Star against Yendra. Also misses.
Nice.
Man, they are rolling really poorly now.
As poorly as we are.
Yes.
Thank goodness.
Alori.
I am taking a shot into the darkness looking for that hidden guy.
Sure.
I'm shooting at the invisible.
Just because I know where he's at, where are you pointing?
Actually, the way to handle that is I roll a disadvantage for my attack.
Yeah, okay.
Mm.
I'll allow that, but I...
Sure,
can you-
I mean, I'm pointing towards anywhere between the statue and the column north of the hallway, because I know he's running down that diagonal to that hallway.
Okay, do it.
So I'm just going to roll. I don't have anything to target, so I'm just going to roll in the chat,
Sure.
and you'll let me know if it hits.
Are you rolling disadvantage in the chat?
Yep.
Okay. Okay. Because I know where he's at, your roll would take a -5, and because of that, it does not hit.
Wait, a disadvantage and a -5? Okay.
Well, I'll show you where he's at right now, and you tell me if you think this is fair. Okay?
Well, that's fine.
Oh.
I
Because
think
he's also
No,
behind.
he's literally between you and him is a column.
He's got cover, yeah.
He's got severe cover.
Gotcha. Okay.
So
You're the DM. You made the rule.
Yep, your call. Yep.
Yeah.
Got it.
I mean, I was debating on whether or not you would even be able to target him because he's directly behind the column. But
It's weird how they handle that invisibility thing.
Yeah, because to me that seems.
That seems weird just to give somebody disadvantage.
well,
Yeah.
did they remove the feat blind fighting? Because if so, that's one of those weird things. But again, I would say
Like
disadvantage with
blind
a
sense or
-5
something?
actually makes sense in this particular case, given
Right.
where the opponent ended up and where you were firing from.
Yeah, I got no problem.
Well,
with
because it says for the purpose of hiding. No, never mind. I don't know. It's
Other
weird.
than the fact that he still missed, I got no problems with it.
Okay, Yendra.
All right. Let me hit Ilmater. Let me hit this foul creature.
Do it. Oh, beautiful. Crit.
And he's damaged already, so I'll just go for the regular damage. But not enough. I'm sad.
Wow.
I'm sorry, Yendra.
Hey, it was better than missing again.
That's true.
Yeah.
Leo is mortified by this creature's attack on Sai.
Mm.
And he pulls out this wand of magic missiles, and reading it, he's going to expend 3 charges and cast this at a level 3.
All right.
So it will be 5
Yes.
darts at this Valak. And as he's shooting each dart, he's saying, I don't know who you are. Boom, there goes the dart. But you made a mistake. Boom. Attacking. Boom. My friend. Boom. Boom. Bitch.
That's it.
There.
No more curse words. PG-13.
And then he turns to Arabella and says, go kill that thing.
Bardic inspiration.
Yes.
All right,
Read my mind.
Arabella, you are up.
Trucker. Here we go.
No.
Miss.
Oh!
Action surge.
Use
got
your
a D6.
Inspiration.
use your D6.
Oh, I guess. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Fine.
Yes.
17.
Oh, that's a hit.
Okay. Well, I can re-roll the 1. Oh, but it doesn't matter. He's dead.
Yeah, so with the combination of magic missiles launched from the wand, as well as this final complete connection with Arabella's maul, the doppelganger just drops and crumbles into the floor in front of you.
I'll spit on him.
Oh, how unladylike.
I know.
Alori, you notice as the door that's in the back hallway opens. Don't know why. And then shuts behind him.
Well, at least he's polite and closed the door.
Now I rolled in mine a die, and it no.
To see whether or not he would do that.
Yeah, well, to see whether or not he could be stealthy about it, even invisible. And no, Lori's passive perception is enough to observe that door opening and closing. All right.
Chicken shit. Oops.
Hey.
The giant spider, you kind of just noticed it's always been hanging up there, and it just kind of was like, yeah, this fight isn't going well for me, and kind of tucks himself back and all of a sudden hides into this like crevice that's in between the wall and the ceiling. There's this again, because of the settlement of the Wayvaco cave, it just kind of disappears back into the darkness up above.
I guess I didn't say this, but I would have like dropped down and tried to like take the webs off of.
Oh yeah, that's fine. You're just you
Yeah.
know keeping the flaming webs from continuously hurting Sai.
Yeah.
It's very kind of you. For all intents and purposes, we're going to go ahead and remove Giant Spider X.
Just kind of sounds cool.
Now now it's a widow spider.
Oh.
Oh, so good and yet so bad.
Foreshadowing.
Arabella, do you have inspiration?
I do.
Okay, sorry. Wasted opportunity.
I'm sorry.
No, it's all right. Okay, finally. Okay, and Valik is dead. Durst, you're up.
All right. So Bugbear 2 gets a Mystic Hammer to the back of the neck.
Okay.
I like how you put it on the back of the neck. Pow!
Eh. You know, somewhere fun and where in the heck did I put that spell? Oh, level 2, where it's supposed to be. Not this time.
Oh.
Now it's just a gentle caress.
Yeah. But Bugbear 1 is going to get a battle axe to the face.
Do it up.
Nice. Oh.
For a 1. God.
So while Durst does bring the battle axe down, it's with some reservation of like, I'm good. Maybe I shouldn't kill. No, do it. And that slight indecision caused the lesser of the damage that could have possibly been laid out. Okay, never mind. So Sai makes a death save. Successful. In fact, he rolls a 20. He's like, oh, no, you didn't. And next thing you know, he's casting his final spell at both of the bugbears. Let's see. What is he going to do? Okay, so here we go. Have I targeted both?
Doesn't appear that way.
Now I see him targeted.
Okay.
I think there's like you have a real lag on your.
Yeah.
Fantasy
I
Grounds.
probably need to reboot my machine at this point.
Well, Fantasy Grounds isn't running from you; it's running from its own server.
Oh, is that really what's going on? Okay. So, so in the process, Yendra, the bugbear that's right in front of you drops dead. The one in front of Durst has taken damage, but not so significantly as to remove it from play. And Bugbear 1, the remaining Bugbear, attacks Durst, unfortunately, because he just doesn't have a means to communicate his surrender, I think, at this point. But does connect. And Durst is substantially wounded by that attack, albeit, again, it's like they're playing a combination of death patty cake against one another with the bad damage rolls. Alori, you saw that door open in that back room.
Yep. But first we gotta take care of this guy. Not with that.
Man.
Yendra.
Oh God, we suck.
No.
This.
Blame Fantasy
Fail.
Grounds.
I've changed my dice color like
Aye.
2 times already.
Connection. The flail is coming back to life in your hands. It seeks blood and retribution. Kill it.
Get both. Ugh, ones. Yuck.
It was enough.
It was enough, though, and the bugbear drops directly in front of you.
The fiend ran this way. I saw him go through. I saw this door open over here.
Leo, you're up.
Did I hear him say that?
Yes, you did.
Are we still in initiative then?
Yes.
20, 25, 30.
I'm trying to figure out what...
Oh, then I
he's-
would have moved too.
Okay, go ahead. Feel free.
5, 10, 15, 20.
You would have had 20 feet of movement
There.
remaining after you moved over to attack that
Oh,
other
right.
bugbear.
Okay, so I'm there.
Okay.
So I'm 30 to where I'm at, and then a dash to there. Look at Alori like here,
Yep.
and then open the door.
Okay. So right before you open the door is where we're going to leave your turn.
Okay.
Okay. Arabella.
I'll just yell. I say, Dust, is there anything you can do for Sai? And
Sai's looking at you like, I'm fine.
Dust, is there anything you can do for Sai?
Yes.
All right. I'll can I like hold my action or what's it called? It's called something else. Ready my action, which would be to dash until Durst walks over to Sai.
Yes.
Okay. I will do that.
The black spider does something. And Durst.
Put it back on me, please.
I am. Sorry. Go ahead.
I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on Sai,
Okay.
and then move my other 10 feet.
Okay. It's Sai's turn. Come on now. And he kind of darts past, but is kind of waiting for the door to be open. Top of the order, Leo. Oh, no, sorry, Alori, as I was. Make it happen, Alori. Okay, let me...
Bursting through the door.
All right, so
Trying to.
Leo's attempting to open the door gently, and you almost kind of like push right through.
Is there some stairs
Well.
right next to him right there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, he ends up probably right about there. Yeah.
You come in, and you're watching as the drow is just picking up one potion after another, drinking, just guzzling.
May I get my bow shot off at him?
Oh, absolutely.
You ain't drank enough yet, scum.
Whew. Nice hit.
Mm.
So again, you hit him, and he just kind of like lets go of the multitude of potions that are right in front of him. Yendra, you are up.
All right. 5, 10, 15, 20. Can I share that one there with Leo? Or I guess I can move to there.
Leo's down the stairs a little bit.
Yeah, that would have been my second action, push him down the stairs. I will javelin him.
Nice.
Duckalore. Look at the deck save.
That's a hit.
Okay. Oof. Not enough.
It's the Black Spider's go. He kind of reaches a finger forward towards Alori, and let's see. I'm not quite sure how do I cast a spell from an opponent? I guess I could just roll.
Did you mean to skip Leo and Arabella?
No, Leo.
Yeah.
So sorry.
Maybe
Maybe I don't have to worry about how we cast spells. Leo, you go.
Leo's going to squeeze past Ilori. Excuse me, big fellow.
What'd you goose him for?
Because he's got a nice butt. And get in this corner behind. I'm guessing that's some type of brazier.
Yes, there's a brazier in the room.
And he's going to cast Fairy Fire.
Oh, excellent.
Let me see.
I'm so sad.
It's a 20-foot cube. So hold on. Let me check this out, though.
You can get him without getting anyone else.
Yep, right there.
Okay.
So, but he'll probably save because this is.
Nope, he
fails.
And he's just lit up like a Christmas tree right now.
So everybody has an advantage on this guy now.
Yes. And
All right.
he can't go invisible again.
Right.
Is it already on him, or do we have to put advantage on our attacks?
Put advantage on your attacks, because I didn't create a effect for that.
All right, Arabella.
All right, here we go. 5, 10. Oh, stop that. Okay. 15, 20, 25. Smack.
Okay. Oh, nice. Glad you had that advantage. Rolling that 2 would have sucked.
Yeah.
And the DM is so fortunate that he doesn't have to worry about how to cast spells from an NPC that's sitting in a particular area. Yay! Arabella, as you come in, you just see this guy lit head to toe with Leo. What color?
Blue.
Blue is just emanating off of him. It's this like beautiful target that you haven't seen had so much fun swinging your maul at. Connect directly into him, and it just caves in his skeletal structure. He's just kind of like a puddle on the floor in front of you.
I didn't want to do lethal.
Durst is a little sad he didn't even get to see this jackass die.
Well, you didn't
It's a shame.
specify,
He's
so
probably-
it is
Yeah, I
lethal.
know. I know. I was
Nope.
waiting until after you did your description.
To declare, oh, it's non-lethal? Yeah, that wouldn't exactly work.
I didn't want to interrupt you.
But you have to
What
declare
happened,
before
guys?
you
What happened?
Before
swing.
your swing. Yeah, you have to call it before the swing. By rule.
So,
I thought it
anyways,
really
we're out of
loudly
initiative at
in
this
my
point.
head.
Let's go ahead and read the description of the room that you're currently in.
Does anybody know where my cousin is? Is he nearby?
I didn't mean to hit so hard.
Dusty draperies adorn the walls of this room, which also contain a bed and brazier. A badly disheveled dwarf lies bound and unconscious on the cold stone
So he is-
floor.
Okay.
He's actually at the foot of the bed, tied up. Your last remaining cousin.
Okay.
There's a lot of healing spells going into him.
Then
So
I am not upset I killed him.
yeah, he is. It is Nundro. All right. So I'm assuming you're going to search the drow.
Yes.
Yeah.
So there's
I'm taking care of my cousin.
Oh, I'll
Well, I
search.
understand, but I'm saying collectively as a group, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So you kind of first off, Durst, as you're approaching your cousin, on the bed is just a whole myriad of maps and like scrolls that have been opened up. You got to let me know exactly what you intend on doing with those. On the wizard himself, you find a staff that looks. It's intimidating to even look at, as it has this twirling double-headed snake. No one got close enough for him to use it as a melee weapon, but a slight green ooze is just coming out of the mouths of each one of the snakes.
I'll say, "Sai, look, another one for your collection."
He's like, I don't want that one.
I don't think we'll take it to sell it, but I don't know anybody has any use for it.
There is also a scroll case on both, two scroll cases that are kind of on either side of him. It's not clear whether or not the items within the scroll cases are magical. Durst, what would you like to do with the things that are on the bed?
So once I'm sure that my cousin's okay and awake and talking to me, I'm going to check out the stuff on the bed.
Okay. You come across something that's very interesting to you. So there's a map of Phandelver. There's a map of the Wave Echo Cave that's been kind of scrawled out, not very clean, but you kind of get the sense, having gone through as much as you have, that it is a Wave Echo Cave. There's a note that is from someone. I'm sorry, you wouldn't be able to read that one. So there's a note that is written in a language that you are not familiar with, and then there's a note that's written in common. And the thing that strikes you immediately is that it starts with Sister Gariel. It's a communication to her.
I'm definitely going to read that.
Okay, so in that, you start to, as you continue to read, it's effectively a plea for help. There's this notion of someone has provided Sister Gariel with an entire library of books that were headed her way to Phandelver. Just from your interactions with her, you're kind of clear that the books that were in question were probably the ones that had arrived, and she was kind of scrambling back and forth trying to organize when you first met her. Do you know?
I'm going to call Leo over and show him the note.
Okay.
I'm also going to ask. What's my cousin's name again?
Nundra.
Nundra. I'm going to ask him if he knows where Adrian Barnhollow's letter is, or what he knows of it.
He's still very groggy and kind of waking up out of being unconscious. And while he's not physically damaged, as you've provided him healing to that effect, he's not conscious enough to really deal with any of that stuff. He kind of shrugs his shoulders and goes, if it was important, he probably kept it on his body.
So I'm going to go check.
Okay, so there's more to the note for Sister Gariel.
Okay.
Okay. It talks about this library of books that were being sent to her. It asks in earnest that she find a way to disassociate what might be someone being that is dear to whoever's the letter writer might feel that they're being slightly possessed, and that it talks in detail about how there's a concern to the effect of Baxter has survived for over a century and deserves to be let go. It saddens me in a great deal, but I need to be assured that given the way that Baxter came into being, that he is allowed passage into Elysium and not dragged into any of the abyssal planes of hell. The note is signed Adrian Barnhollow.
Oh.
Okay. So I was looking on the body.
We probably weren't supposed to read this.
That was probably Adrian Barnhollow's note.
Yeah.
So in either side of the scroll cases, there's one scroll that actually talks about the notion of locating something so that we can rid the world of the above underground inhabitants. So there's a letter, and it's written in Elvish. So it's either Sai that you brought over and or Leo, but it's written in a form of Elvish that it makes it clear that there's even more at play here, where there was a desire to unlock the various old deities and old ones to kind of run rampant on the surface of the prime material plane in an effort to kind of wipe out anything from humanity, and then allow the Underdark to resurface and just take over the domain.
So that other note that I couldn't read, can I give it to Sai or Leo and see if they can read it?
Sure. Leo, what languages do you have?
I think Elvish and Gnomish, I think. Let me check.
By the way,
Kendra
Lori,
can do Elven too.
Halfling. I speak Common, Elvish, and Halfling.
Okay. Unfortunately, it's not in any of your languages.
This is gibberish.
I know not what you asked.
Lori does want to destroy that staff. He's going to say it right out now. That thing needs to be destroyed. That's
Okay.
not a good thing.
Sai's like shaking his head like, yeah, burn it. And unfortunately, Sai doesn't have the language either.
We'll keep it with us.
Okay.
And any of the maps seem interesting?
Again, one of them is of Phandelver, and it's a complete layout not only of the city of Phandelver, but the Tressender Manor. Of course, Tressender Manor's kind of gone under at this point, so whether or not that's really useful is up to debate, maybe for historical purposes. The rest, like I said, is one of Wave Echo Cave, and kind of gives certain areas that have been explored. There's like detailed notes of particular areas within Wave Echo Cave. Nothing that stands out. You can tell that there's a bit of frustration by the way at which the notes were written. It wasn't done with great care or detail. It was way more like, it's not here, and it's not clear exactly what they're looking for. But there's some sort of, you're aware enough of Wave Echo Cave to know that the whole notion of it was this font of magical energy. So you can kind of tell that there was like cross throughs where they were trying to determine exactly where in Wave Echo Cave this would lead to. So
I wonder if that's what the hobgoblins were digging for down in the cavern.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, maybe we should go check down there.
well, I apologize. This is the conclusion of Lost Mines of Phandelver.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
But again, if you all want to know in more detail, I'll probably post in the Facebook group all the details of the letter, since you did read it. It was tough because the DM wanted you to read it, right? But at the same time, it's really good. It gives you just a little bit more background before we enter the one-shot adventure.
Gotcha. Oh, the one in the Sylvan or whatever.
The
What
letter to Sister Gariel.
That one. Okay.
So
Okay.
Excellent.
This was a ton of fun, guys.
So,
yeah.
thank you so much.
Yeah.
We have gamed now for what? Slightly over 3 months. We're right around 3 months. So thank you all for hanging in. I've never had an online adventure group last that long, and I'm pumped up about it. So thank you. Thank you everyone who came out to watch the streams either on YouTube or Twitch. If it was a little confusing, I do apologize, but you can go back and at least know a little bit about what happened based on the YouTube videos that we've posted about all the adventures that led up to this particular one, as well as a prologue to the characters that these fine adventurers will be playing in the one-shot adventure. Again, October 29th between 2 and 8 p.m. Eastern Time, and it's Halloween themed, so it will be gruesome. Take care, everyone. I'm going to go ahead and kill the stream at this point, and then ask you all if there's anything you all need to ask before